Hello, everyone. You all passed the test. You know what the test was? How many of you are real ones? How many of you guys just have my shit on alert? Who just log in? Who just pop in? Who you know? Okay. He said he wasn't going to stream and then he lied. And yet, here you are. Here you guys are. And those of you who are here may be surprised to know that I have no plans for today. I don't. I was like, I'm in front of my computer. I got home late from work. I got home from work actually like 40 minutes ago. Um, Usually I don't work on Fridays, but I was covering. And I was like, what if I just did it? What if I just said, fuck it, we'll do it live? Who would show up? Look at you guys here on a Friday night. Late, too. If there's any point in my live streaming YouTube career, people go like, why did this guy never get any more followers? And then they'd be like, oh, because he streams he streams randomly, no schedule, just kind of does what he wants. But I also think that's part of my charm. Maybe they said list to while I'm playing Cyberpunk. You know, back in the day, I would have taken offense to that, but I've been told by lots of people that they just like the sound of my voice. So I say hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm fine being someone's sleep paralysis demon. You saw the upcoming stream before you got the notification. Damn, dude. Someone in chat has observation hockey going crazy. Crank me to 11, baby. Oh, that sounds gross, but I understand the reference. I too know of a Spinal Tap. But oh yeah, I was just like, what if I just got on? What if I just got on? And maybe, what if I'm just a little addicted? What if I'm just a little addicted? Hello, Knight. Also, good job with the shorts, man. Good job with the shorts. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed. I don't know if you guys noticed the change in quality from my YouTube shorts. It's because I didn't edit those. That's why they're better. If you're like, wow, the editing quality got so much better. Thank you. It wasn't me. It was Night Lork over there, you guys. That's the reason why my shorts look better. Wasn't sure if the reference would land. Nah, I'm old. I'm old. I got it. But oh yeah, I what's funny now right now too is like my YouTube homepage is now suddenly just like, hey, small channels struggle. Hey, this is why small channels struggle. One literally just says why small creators fail on YouTube. And I'm just like, I truly hate that shit. And the reason why, wait a minute. Holy shit, they're making Liar's Game into an anime? Oh, that's great. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, those videos are for newbies. I'm not saying I'm like I'm some pro, but I hate those videos because there is no secret. Yeah, there's no secret to YouTube. It's you upload videos and then you just attract people. Some people do clickbait. Some people try to copy Mr. Beast, but like you never there's no secret success. There's no oh yeah, just follow my 3 tips. And it's like everyone's version of tips is just Upload more consistently. Use the algorithm. Once you figure out what works, make more of that. And it's like, okay, great idea. Hey, do you guys want to know how to lose weight? It's real simple, okay? I'll show you the tips. Depending on your size, eat more or less, move more, lift. There you go. There you go. You guys want to know how to get more fiber in your diet? Eat more food with fiber. Like, okay, look, I'm seriously, I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling through just my main YouTube, right? Just randomly stuff. It's like, okay, it's small YouTubers have a secret weapon. They don't even know it. It's how I actually write viral scripts. It's 8 signs your small channel is going to blow up. And I don't watch these videos. Like, I don't know why they recommend this to me. I don't watch these videos. The new YouTube strategy dominating 2026. Again, unless this happened when I fell asleep and I just let YouTube play, because I do sleep with my YouTube on. I just go sleep. But like everything is just, you're here. Like I didn't even watch this. I didn't even watch this video. It's just everything. Everything is like that. Stuff I'd actually watch, like anime and stuff, or a fucking OSP. And then it's like, your channel is actually a baby channel. Your channel's gonna fail. This is why baby channels fail. Oh, I reached the bottom. I've never done it before. But see, look, you're not crazy. Being a small creator started a year ago. The right way to upload videos on YouTube in 2026. Best settings. Which they wrote a year ago, which would have not been 2026. Right? Like a year ago would have been 2025. So that's strange. And then I randomly get smaller channels. Big O mentioned. Oh yeah, I listen to the Big O soundtrack a lot. I quit my final message. Wait, but your channel is called I Quit. If your shorts get 100,000 views, do this. Get 1,000,000. I'm sure. And then advice is just like punch it up. Also, what I hate too, we're just starting off today with just shit that bothers me. But what I hate about that advice stuff, they're always trying to be like, okay, so what we're going to do is a psychological hook. It's like, you know how to start a video. You know how to start a video. You couldn't get into Big O? Bro. Bro, do you like Batman? Do you like giant robots? Do you like overly philosophical questions? Because if the answer is yes to either of them, then you like Big O. Yeah, I don't tell you, big dog. That sounds like a you problem. It sounds like a you problem. We love Big O over here. Play this sound to get. Yeah, exactly. And here's something too. Oh my god, I'm still getting it. Stop choosing public. How to get more views on YouTube 2026 update SEO. Stop choosing public. So don't choose public so your views can't get seen. I hate this. See, what they're doing is they're clickbaiting you on a thumbnail, right? What's Big O? Oh man. Big O is a classic anime that is about a man called Roger Smith, negotiator of Paradigm City, the city of amnesia. And I'm being serious. It's a city that's lost its memory over 40 years ago. Some incident happened where they all lost their memories. There's giant robots called megaduces that just roam around. There's robots fucking everywhere. Like there's so many giant robots, also cyborgs. And that's all. You know what? I'm gonna play you guys a scene from Big O, and you tell me. No, I can't. I can't because I'm gonna get clapped on stream. Fuck. Um, you should watch it. You should watch Big Up. It's fucking great. It's good stuff. Also, we're gonna watch uh back on NPC video today because I read my comments, you guys, and some people go, "Why do you torture us? I knew I was happier when I didn't know who these people were." And my job is to make sure you guys are unhappy. I am burdening you with knowledge. Okay? I am burdening you with all the things I experience. And because I think it's fun. I think it's a good fun time we all have when I watch these videos. So many notifications. Oh. And I also think I think I'm gonna play not I think I'm going to play Ex Voto probably off stream. Just because I probably am going to do a review on it. Secret right wing consumer trying to confuse us. That's right, you guys. This entire time, I've been I've been grifting. Haven't you heard I'm a grifter? I've been grifting this whole time. I did lie, but I told the truth about lying. So really, I'm the most honest content creator out there. I've told you guys the truth. I don't lie, except for when I do. But even though, because I'm telling you the truth, I lie, I'm still telling you the truth. But okay, you guys, why don't we have a little fun first? Why don't we show how good at video games we are? And by we, I mean I'm going to force you guys to watch me play a game, though. And then you guys are going to give me the answer. And I'm going to pretend I didn't see it in chat. And then everyone's going to be like, oh my God, he's so good at video games. Seeing a young Melanie Mac from your video was just wild. I know. That's why I do this, you guys. That's why I do this shit. I do this because I want to show that these people are not only unserious, but a lot of them are just straight up liars. But before we get to that, I have to show you this. I told you guys yesterday, it is kind of fun to see like everyone shitting on people who suck. And so if you guys can indulge me for a second, or however many hours the stream's going to be. We did watch that video from Glorp yesterday, right? We watched that video yesterday about him talking about Veridark being very bad at Marathon. Well, you know who else realized Veridark was bad at Marathon? The entirety of Twitter. So, do you actually play games at Veridark? And then she goes like, oh wow, someone from Brazil? Hello. It's 2 a.m. Damn. I'm going I'm going international. I'm sorry. I gotta pick a more reasonable time. But thank you. Thank you for stopping in. So everyone hates her. And I think that's just swell. That's awesome. That's great. We love that. And so she wrote, listen, in all seriousness, I get why the clip of my marathon stream was getting attention. I look dumb as hell, and I think it's hilarious. It was a 5-hour stream that had good moments and cringe moments. At least I'm playing games. Even if I end up having trash moments, I still appreciate the attention. And to sit here and ask, do you even play video games? Without doing 5 seconds of research because you are too stupid to go to my channel and look, is also hilarious. That's how she sounds. That's how she talks. I love when people prove they're more brain dead than me, which, I mean, go off, sis. But yeah, no one likes her. Like no one likes her, right? If you guys are reading these comments, is no one likes her. Nobody would care if you were bad at the game, if you weren't being overly negative about it. If you kept things as subjective as possible and didn't clickbait for views, nobody would have cared. But pretending to talk like you know what you're doing when you obviously don't is. It's funny when influencers dunk on something and then get dunked on in return. Your gameplay is indicative of a person who plays game as a hobby. Daily gamers don't fumble the WSD keys or shoot/melee unintentionally during a tense situation. You look like you've been picked up gaming as a grift for money rather than true passion for the hobby. You understand that your critique of a game isn't really that viable when you're like the bottom 2% of players when it comes to skill level or even basic competency. And like others have pointed out, no, not everyone has the luxury of no lifing sweat games. I know Vera does talk every day. Aside from streaming, she does studies, which more streamers should do, and she keeps tabs on. No, she doesn't. Glazer. I'm sure the comments going to be like, exactly. But yeah, everyone hates her. 90% of the comments here are hating her, like hatred, like full on. And I'm like, we love that. We love that over here. But the best parts, of course, I bookmarked this solely because of the quote tweets, which are, please never review another shooter again. You have become what you hate. Calling yourself a viewer is generally such a spit in the face of real viewers and journalists. Your entire view is just blatantly lying and vomiting buzzwords. Oh, this handsome man that you guys are all following. You are a shit critic. You don't engage in the medium with any real passion. You didn't try to find how the mechanics work or anything like that. You got tilted and you made a shitty and hasty review, but again, you admitted it. You just do this shit for attention. Maybe if you watch some tutorials and tips and tricks videos as much as you watch them Steam charts, you wouldn't play like complete dog shit. And then, of course, you have this guy who is an abuser. So we're going to ignore him. People are not dunking you just because you're bad at Marathon. They're dunking you because you present your uninformed, biased, exaggerated, and inflammatory opinions as objective to make money through clicks and outrage. You are a grifter. I should offer to play. I'll tell you straight up. I'm not going to play a game very dark. I just no. Just no. Just not even. Vera was so bad that Gage McDee's like a pro player. True. If we're talking about Vera Dark, I've seen her play Batman Arkham. She's trash. How are you bad at Batman Arkham? Like, how does that even work? But yes, everyone make an OnlyFans, please. Okay. All right. Okay. My brother in Christ, seek God. Embarrassing ass channel. Why would we give people a voice, a platform, judge FPS games if they are trash at them? Like, how you play games all day but a fucking horrendous at them? Like, legitimately, they are flambeing her ass. 40K plus followers, no problem dropping R word like it's nothing at all. There are plenty of other terms you can use, so let's keep ableist slurs like this off our feeds. Do better, folks. Like, just legitimately, people just tearing into her. And again, like I have always said, these people do not offer anyone that they critique any sort of grace. We know this. We've seen their content. You've seen it mostly through me, and I apologize, but I kind of don't. But I apologize for forcing you guys to be aware of some of these people. But you see how they operate. They don't give anyone any grace. It is the most negative, most uncharitable takes they have of every situation possible. And in the second they are put in the crosshairs, you saw what Smash JT did. Coping beyond cope about how bad he is in Marathon. You saw what Vera Dark did. Coping beyond cope and trying to be like, oh, thanks for the attention. That's all they do. That's all they do. They cannot handle any amount of the shit they put on people towards themselves. They cannot handle that. And it's apparent. It's all of them. They are the thinnest skinned people possible. Because this is the most, no, I'm not mad shit I've ever seen. Just take it in stride. Take it. Y'all still come after Dean Takashi. Take this shit in stride. Like, I wouldn't mind showing my embarrassing footage of clips. You know why, though? I don't go around saying I'm the best gamer of all time and games journalists can't play video games and they have to put games on journal mode to make it easy. I don't say that shit because it's dumb. And you know it's dumb. And so when they do this, they are quite simply asking for it to happen to them. Like, you better be a god gamer. Like, you better be a god gamer. Otherwise, it's like, don't say that shit. Don't say that shit. You know, she's talking, she's taking style better than like Smash JT at least. Smash JT is the biggest Ninja baby on the planet. That's very true. But Vera's not taking it in stride because she used this to attack other people. To be like, at least I play the games. That's not a good defense. You're saying everyone's bad at video games, and here you are bad at a video game. At least I play. No one said you didn't play the games. They're saying you're bad at them. That's what they're saying. You kind of have to play games to be bad at them. And they're also saying, and she's also saying that it's nice finding people more brain dead than me because they didn't do the research to check my channel. She doesn't do research. She sits on Twitter and just reads other grifters' posts. I'm like, yeah. You guys saw that clip of her from her God of War Ragnarok spinoff thing with Freya? No research was done there. She was just on other people's Twitter account. Then going, yeah, and maybe if it was Wife of War, it'd be better, but come on. Honestly, I realize I can't do an imitation of her voice because it just sounds like I am doing a caricature of just women in general, and it's still Women's Month, so I gotta lay off on that, okay? But you know how she sounds. And it's just like, is she coping better than Smash JT? Sure. She didn't make a whole ass video talking about people being mad about her being bad at video games. So that's at least that. Yeah, that's at least that. So I can give her that much credit. Well, like, legitimately, what I don't understand is how, first off, these thumbnails are the worst. I hate them. What about this Sim, bro? What about him? That guy sucks. I've done a video on him already too. I think there are some people that are just straight up boring to talk about, and he's definitely one of them. Because he makes these long ass videos where he says nothing. Like, nothing. And I can prove it. I can click here. We'll go to Shannon right now. We're on Shannon right now. You guys pick any video you see, and I guarantee he'll repeat himself multiple times. We have marathon. We have marathon. We have high guard. We have Overwatch. Ozempic Chic. Okay. We have more high guard. This game is still making people have mental breaks. His videos are so fucking long. Oh my god. And yes, I know I have videos that are like over an hour, but they're mostly cut up for my stream. But like, look at this. 43 minutes, 43, 42. These aren't like in-depth video essays, but let's click on Ozempic Chic. Let's just see.
What's up, guys? This is gonna be a bit shorter than usual because, well, we'll get there, but hopefully you'll enjoy the ride all the same. We have to talk about Blizzard bending over to a fraction of their audience's demands to change the look of a character and potentially more characters in the future after the voice actress for the character, who is an activist, whipped them up into a...
So do you already see how he's already lying? It wasn't the voice actress' fault that they changed the characters. And he says a minority of fans. It's not a minority of fans. It was a large enough contingent that they responded. And the fans just wanted her to look like she originally looked.
Frenzy, citing all manner of nonsense that we'll be jumping into in a second. This generated a big controversy, and...
So he likes to do is he likes to have this intro, and then you watch the video from here, he'll just go over the intro again.
at first, but frankly, I didn't feel like going as deep into this thing because I'm not even that invested into Overwatch as a game. And sometimes I feel some stories don't really need the full Decembro program, you know what I mean? I'll be real with you guys right now, I'm not even an Overwatch player. I played this game way back in the day when it
Do you notice already in a minute he's already told you twice he doesn't care to play Overwatch? 2 minutes. 2 minutes ago, he's already told you he doesn't play Overwatch, doesn't care. He said that twice.
still fresh. I had some comments thrown at Blizzard for the blandness in Overwatch's characters' faces. This has been criticism that's been around for months now, and Blizzard has done nothing about it. There's even been a meme video out there of a person who took one face, made it bald.
So also hear him say that he said that there's been a lot of criticism on Blizzard doing same face for months, right? Which immediately contradicts his statement saying that the recent hiring for the voice actor of Honor On is responsible for this, when this was happening prior to this.
And then cut out every hairstyle and head accessory from the characters and then just pasted it on top, and they looked pretty similar to the original designs, because it quite literally feels like Blizzard has been reusing them and just changing the hairstyles. We'll talk more about Overwatch 2's bland character
Also
designs
crazy that he's using Marvel Rivals background. Like
later. So yeah, there are valid complaints floating around out there that Blizzard should do a bit of a better job differentiating their characters' faces for the game, and in general make more striking designs instead of being so lazy.
My favorite is the butt though.
Enter the activist.
Okay, do you see how none of that makes sense? He just said that there was valid complaints about the appearance of Blizzard characters all having same face syndrome, which is fair. But now the activists, Decembro, you've already defeated your point. Unfortunately, I am already the woke. I am the Chad and you were the Soyjack already. You've defeated your own argument in 2 minutes. Like, it makes my job harder. He's defeated his argument in 2 minutes. This was a pre-existing thing prior to the voice actor. And prior to the voice actor, you apparently had no issues with it because you said not only is it valid, but you don't even fucking care about Overwatch. So the fact that you made this entire 31-minute video is insane to me. So what other things could he possibly say besides these woke activists are forcing Blizzard to bend the knee?
This here is Farija or some shit, you know, she's a plant, right? Okay, just gonna come out and say it. Actually,
a plant.
Okay, hold on, let me check the real definition of the word. Oh, so it comes from music and stuff.
Doesn't even fucking know what the term industry plant means. He just, see, this is what I'm talking about too. These people just parrot shit. They do no, there's no thoughts of their own. You never even knew what the term a plant meant outside of, like, you know, biological plants, like an industry plant, someone who was put there, who was propped up.
Okay, well, never mind, guys. I guess she's not a plant. She's just an example of one of those situations where a game company hires a content creator who really likes the games to play a character because they're clean, sparkly, and safe for the brand.
That makes no sense. Oh my God. What you are describing is just casting. He's just describing casting. That's just how it works. You hire people you think are good for the job. That's it. Like, what is this logic?
Situations where a game company...
So she's not a plant.
Guys, I guess she's not a plant. She's just an example of one of those situations where a game company hires a content creator who really likes the games to play a character because they're clean, sparkly, and safe for the brand.
That's just fucking casting. That's just casting. How is this 30 minutes? How was just a 30-minute video? That's just, not only did he not know what an industry plant was, he doesn't know how casting operates. Oh, you guys, they only hired this person because they were a huge fan, they were capable of doing the job. That's why. That's why they hired him. And yet, these are the same people who will tell you, listen to gamers. She's a fan of the product. The product that you, Decembro, aren't even a fucking fan of. Like, I don't understand this at all. Far be it from me to say people can't have inputs on things when they touch on a broader issue. But you are very concerned with Overwatch right now when you've admitted you do not play the game. You said it isn't going to be a deep dive. You said you don't even really care about this. Then what's the point of this video? You just told anyone who would had any reason to watch this video to click off. Like, imagine if I was talking about Monster Hunter, and I'm like, yeah, I have a 40-minute video on Monster Hunter. I didn't really play Monster Hunter. I didn't really like Monster Hunter. I only played Monster Hunter Wilds. I didn't like Monster Hunter stories. I played stories for 2 minutes and I got bored. But here's a 50-minute video about Monster Hunter. It's like, what could possibly be of interest to someone who's admitted they don't like the series?
Kinda like Young Yeah, and now if you play one of the Yakuza games in English language, which you should never do to begin with, to be honest, but if you do, you have to listen to cringy, awful voice acting from a YouTuber instead of an actual voice.
Why does he think YouTubers can't be actual voice actors? You know who else is the voice actor who's a YouTuber? Damien Haas, the voice actor for oh my god, it's fucking Dungeon Mushi or Meshi. He is a voice actor. You know who else is a voice actor? Sung Wong Cho. There are tons of fucking Zena Robinson. There are tons of voice actors who were YouTubers. That makes no sense. Contel VA, fucking Sea Dog VA, fucking Moist Critical. like what?
Voice actor, because these people think that if you hire a YouTuber, you automatically get his subscribers as players.
That's not true at all.
But
they don't think that at all.
Jokes aside and all that, I will just lay it out flat. I do not.
Amelie, yeah, there's a ton of people who do voice acting who did it from YouTube because that's how they got their audience. That's the same thing as having a reel, right? Like, god damn. And also, you notice that he went on this tangent just because he couldn't call her a plant. It's nice to be like, YouTubers can't be voice actors because they're on YouTube, you see. What's next? Directors coming from YouTube? That'd be preposterous.
Like this lady, and the reason why is because she got herself into a very privileged position by being able to get into this game, and now that she's there, she's advocating for things that are very, very harmful for the company.
What the fuck? Can we go over this one more time, please?
Herself into a vat. I do not like this
who doesn't like her
lady, and the reason why is because she got herself into a very privileged position by being able to get into this game.
That's so stupid. I don't like you because you got into a privileged position. How did you get into that position? By getting into this privileged position. So by getting the job that wasn't given to her, by auditioning for a role and landing the role, she's in the privileged position by getting the privilege of getting a job. And also, you don't care about this game. So what like he's taking this very personally for a person who not only doesn't know the voice actors, but doesn't play the game.
And now that she's there, she's advocating for things that are very, very harmful for the company.
She's advocating literally for things the fans are talking about. Like, I don't understand. Hold on. Like, Jesus Christ.
And that may very well result in the layoffs of the people who make the game that she apparently loves so much. The games industry has been facing an absolute reckoning when it comes to stuff like this. Crazy numbers of layoffs are sweeping across multiple studios, big
and you're telling me that Overwatch is going to lay people off because the fans asked for a face to be changed. And that's going to what? Make the fans so mad they're going to stop playing the game?
and small, and it is simply the worst time imaginable to be inviting activism into studios, or people like this who act entitled, think they know better than anyone else what it is that the games require, advocate for shit that has been sinking studios, using their big audiences online to pretend, to pretend, that's the big key problem here, to pretend like unpopular ideas are actually popular, and then, as a result, when the layoffs hit the developers,
what is he talking about?
Because they're just actors, ready to get hired elsewhere, or in her case, a streamer to whom it doesn't even matter if the game makes it or not.
Is he fucking stupid? Why is he acting as, what the oh my god, you are so dumb. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the sim, bro. I forgot how dumb he was because I haven't done a video on him in like a long ass time. Again, he is just describing how acting jobs work. That's just how it works. I get hired. I just read the lines. If I have an opinion and they take my opinion into consideration, it is not my fault that the big company decided to make that decision. That's on the higher ups. That's what these morons don't understand. They think like actors have such immense power over these multi-billion-dollar industries. And also, we saw how Activision Blizzard worked. If they could make more money by killing all of their actors in live in front of everyone, they would do that, okay? So they're not going to do this because, oh, it's Activision. And if we lose our jobs, okay, who cares? I'll just get hired again. Hey, Decembro, you also just said that the gaming industry is going through immense layoffs. So who the fuck is going to be hiring these actors if there's less and less games to be hired for? Why do they never think anything two steps after? You cannot say that they're going to hire, they'll just go get another job. Where? What company? They're all under. What company? And then to think that the actor is going to cause the entire company to fucking fail because they changed the character model of a character the fans were specifically asking they do that for? This is beyond stupid. Yes, all this over a game he doesn't care about.
Farisha, not just being a shill, is also an activist advocating for game companies to deliberately make their characters uglier, as that should be more realistic and socially responsible. Why would you make an argument geared towards realism for a game like Overwatch? Well, I don't know, but these people have to try and justify.
Why are you not showing Overwatch footage? I don't understand. This is pissing me off. This is what I hate about people who how are you editing? How are you in the editing bay talking about a specific game that has thousands, possibly millions of hours of B-roll footage you could find? I could just go on YouTube and just type in Overwatch gameplay. No commentary, perfect. I watch Overwatch gameplay, a fucking hour-long playlist, an hour-long video, a 4-hour-long video, an hour video, hour and a half, hour, 8 minutes, 19 minutes, 42 minutes, 3 hours, 20, like, you could have so much. You could just have so much B-roll footage. You could have so much B-roll footage, and you're using Marvel Rivals. Like, there's so much this is my editor's in the chat, by the way. So this and we spoke about this. It drives me crazy. Your B-roll is supposed to enhance. This is how you can tell these motherfuckers are lazy. And I guarantee you, he's not gonna have enough smoke to talk about Blizzard, so he's gonna hop around, talk about fucking Knight's Path, talk about I don't know, fucking the Penguins came out, Resident Evil, Requiem, or some bullshit like that. Like, he's not gonna have enough smoke to do this because this is the topic you have nothing to say.
Their nonsense one way or another, because if they just come
That's
out
why he's
and
just
say
stalling.
that they want uglier character geared
Like,
towards
ugly
social
characters.
responsibility,
again.
Here, I'd play it for you guys, but I just love you guys too much. I don't have it in me to torture you with nearly 4 minutes of cringe, so I'll just...
Yeah, because you are torturing them with 31 minutes of cringe. I find it hilarious that he says he's want to torture people by showing the actor clearly defining her points, but that won't make a good video because that defeats his argument even more. So he has to pretend. Because God forbid if someone was just like, Overwatch, on voice actor. When a voice actor thinks they're the character, oh my god, it's a gun to another grifter. Oh my god, another grifter. Oh my god, another grifter. Oh my god, another victim. Jay Viper is so funny to me because he's pathetic. Oh, he's live. 61K. When did he go live? 3 hours ago and you have 7 people watching you? You have 61,000 subscribers. You have 7 people watching you? Oh, that's right, because his videos can't even fucking crack 1,000. Fucking loser. I don't like Jay Viper. He don't like me either, but I don't like him. But anyways, just it's hey, I'm gonna go here and go to the original video because it has. I have more clout than him. Yeah, yeah, I know, and he hates that. But all these people talking about it literally are just grifters. It's just grifters. It's just grifters. Her giving Reddit mod, like it's Overwatch. Look, Clownfish TV. It's literally just grifters. It's just grifters. And then like someone actually talking to her. Look, here's the main crux of this whole argument, right? It's right here.
Did Blizzard forget they already designed this character before, or what? Why does every character need to look like another Kiriko? This design is dog shit and makes no sense. Full video below. How did
So this person talked about this.
Go for
Let's see. This was done. When was it uploaded? Oh my god. Full video in the okay, where's the full video? Thank you. Oh my god, not shorts. A month ago, okay. They are it's oh, John De La Rose, the wife beater. Voice active virtue signals over character in Overwatch. So the people making the videos on this are literally just grifters. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. The grifters are mad. The grifters are mad. Her name was like Farah or something, right? Giving Reddit mod. Reddit, it's so insane. First of all, like these people are so fucking insane. Make her like again, they're so insane. Overwatch drama, like, oh my god. But again, he's not letting her speak for herself because if she does, it's going to defeat his point.
Just cut the most important bit, which is this.
I'm nervous about this video because I didn't want to not address the elephant in the room, but I didn't want to step on the devs' toes or speak on their behalf because it's this tightrope in my mind of trying to honor the community and everyone's criticisms because I agree, and also give grace to the developers because they're always trying their best in the situation they're in. I got to mourn Anran between the design I had hoped for her and the design we ended up with. There was a precedent set by it. There was a unspoken promise that said, we're going to challenge the beauty standards plaguing and ransacking media these days, right? The Ozempic chic, the contour your nose, you have no nose, the tiniest nose.
Unspoken, right. So in other words, there was nothing there and you just made it up in your head.
Projecting.
Also, if there's anything ransacking media these days, it's
woke, it's wokeness, it's dog shit activists and voice actors.
Shit designs advocated for by people like you, who live in a delusional world where video games are supposed to do shit like that in the first place for social impact. They really don't. And number two...
So right here, can I stop the video now? Like, can we stop the video? This is automatically disqualifying to me. To reduce video games to be like, yeah, they don't have impact on real shit. They don't have to do that. Yeah, these grifters don't understand art at fucking all. Like, it's insane at one breath to be like, video games don't have to do anything, but then also make a 30-minute video because the video game did something you didn't like. And also, he calls him delusional. He has the Bully Maguire dance happening, like he's fucking this guy.
It's dogshit designs advocated
Like-
for by people like you, who live in a delusional world where video games are supposed to do shit like that in the first place for social impact. They really don't. And number two, who think that the majority of people are bothered with that instead of actually wanting just normal, basic, good old-fashioned, good character design.
Hey, you dumbass. This is a critique of the character design. It's the same design. Like, I don't know if I can do this, you guys. I really, listen, I put myself through a lot all the time. I cannot stomach another 25 minutes of this. We can skip ahead. Listen, I was here to prove a point earlier. We can skip ahead. Okay, Blizzard bends over to activists, which is the same as saying Blizzard caved. So let's just go here. I'm sure he won't repeat his same points.
I think with sorry, not Gacha, it is a Gacha game though, Genshin Impact. I think it was Genshin Impact that had a bunch of like activist voice actors, specifically this one. I don't remember her name, I just remember her face.
Activist voice actors.
The videos that I watched in regards to the situation, which was pretty crazy, with activist American voice actors, from the West, making demands and shit, and then the Chinese company, the ones that actually make the game over there, they just dropped her. They were like, okay, bye-bye, we're gonna use AI now. This is exactly how Western studios should deal with situations like these as
You should just use AI. So you don't care about art. Like, and again, the whole thing he said here, he doesn't even remember what happened.
the situation, which was pretty crazy, with activist American voice actors, from the West, making demands and shit, and then the Chinese.
Was that true? Or did you just make shit up? Like, one thing I don't understand, and this is just in general content creation. I am doing this live, right? I am live streaming this. So whenever I choose to edit up a stream, I will go back and find information I couldn't find and add it here. This isn't live. You could have just added the information. You're saying it's true, but I can't trust what he says because he's been provably lying the entire time. And then we can look up, okay, so it's Genshin, what? Impact, English, BA, drama, I guess? So this is what? Someone targeting someone's VA? John, who is a former BA behind Keening, released a statement on X on Twitter account with regard to his being let go, divulging that he had been withholding voiceover services during the SAG after strike become Hoyoverse. Developer behind Genshin Impact allegedly wouldn't offer air protections in the form of a SAG interim agreement. If this is the controversy, then that's stupid. Because yes, why would I want to continue voice acting with a company that says we are not going to offer you protections? Like, that's scab work. Fellow cast members like Karina Boediger, who voices Paimon, Kaylee mostly voices, I'm not gonna pronounce any of these fucking names, okay? Sucrose? Reply to Takashi Pasha's negative assessment, especially calling Takashi a scab, while other VA through shade against Takashi with Yoon deleting his post after Sharon Kirby. These voice actors have been incredibly vocal regarding the recap, which statements released since that would not calling Takanashi on X, all the way to decrying the backlash that came with the reaction, which fans have labeled as outright crazy bullying. A fan of the game, compiled statements in Google Genshin English VAs, the initial who's involved. What is a scab? Okay, I know the scab is. So this is so here's how he phrases. If this is the correct, if this is if this is how, well, no. So they're saying they're calling it scab because there's an active strike happening, and there's people who are going around the strike to get casted, right? So those people will probably never be allowed to be part of SAG-AFTRA because they were doing non-union work during a strike, which is like a no-go. But like, you're supposed to stand with your fellow artists because it benefits everyone. That's the whole point of unions. It benefits everybody. But if this is the controversy, listen to how he phrases it.
Like activist voice actors, specifically this one. I don't remember her name. I just remember her face. From one of the videos that I watched in regards to the situation, which was pretty crazy with active.
So this is about Paimon. Did Paimon's voice actor get fired? Oh God, I hate that I'm doing this. I hate that I'm doing this. No, I don't. I will. That she will no longer voice Paimon until her voice becomes unionized, expecting to be replaced. Okay, so this, as of last year. So again, even if we look at if we just look at the AI shit, so she left. So she didn't get fired. She left. So again, I did more research on a game I don't give a shit about than this guy who put in his video. And this is the way that he is describing it.
Blizzard would look. Genshin Impact. I think it was Genshin Impact that had a bunch of like activist voice actors, specifically this one. I don't remember her name. I just remember her face. From one of the videos that I watched in regards to the situation, which was pretty crazy with activist American voice actors, from the West, making demands and shit, and then the Chinese company, the
making demands and shit. Hey, what were the demands? Maybe that's important. Maybe that's important, though. Maybe it's important that we know what the demands were, see if they're reasonable or not. But again, these people don't do any sort of fucking research. It's just like, oh, they made demands, so they got fired. And exactly, they're acting as if Hoyo is not an international company, international employees. You have to follow the laws of the country those people are from. Yes, they have the right to negotiate better pay and for protections. Like, it's insane to be like, yeah, they just made demands. What? That's like if you're working at a factory, you're like, oh, I fired my employees for making too many demands. What were the demands? Oh, they wanted to have labor protections like workman's comp. Well, that's unreasonable. Like what? Like what? What? And then, yes, I want to make sure that in my job that you aren't going to use my voice to train AI and then fire me and then keep using my voice. I don't want that. So I want you to tell me that you're not going to do that. I want to be taken care of because that's what literally anybody with a brain would want from their job. Like that's insane. It's literally insurance. But they phrase it as something, oh, these woke activists just make all these demands and want to change the Chinese companies.
The ones that actually make the game over there, they just dropped her. They were like...
And again, he lied. They didn't drop her. She quit. She left. She was not fired. That is important. That is an important distinction. She left because she knew that if she asked for unionized, they would most likely recast her. And she did that willingly. That's on her. She chose to do that.
Okay, bye-bye, we're gonna use AI now. This is exactly how Western studios should deal with situations like these as well. You're an actor. Do your job, voice the character, get your money, and go home.
You dumbass. It was drawn. They didn't even drop her, so she's just refusing to work until they fix the shit. Even better. But then, like, listen to what he says. You're an actor. Do your job. Go home. They want to do their job. The problem, again, if you're working in a factory and you're like, I just want to be able to do my work, get paid, and go home. But when you go to work, there is someone shooting at you. And you make a demand like, hey, I can't work here as long as this guy keeps shooting at us. And they're like, well, fine. We'll just hire someone else. That's unreasonable. I want to do my job, but there are no protections in place that can allow me to continuously do my job. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm sure voice actors would love to get in the booth and voice act the characters. But if they can't voice act them, because every time they speak, you are collecting data on their voice to train something that they didn't consent to, and they want protections against that, what is the deal with that?
That's it. As a company, you start hearing these little voice actors getting together, advocating for shit, doing that little activism,
Activism? It's called a union. Oh my God. Are you that stupid? You hate those actors getting together and wanting to start a little coalition and have base protection. Yeah, it's a fucking union. It's a union. It is a union. Like, oh my God, dude. Unions, yeah, I know unions are cringe. Unions are so cringe, dude. Oh man. December would have loved the 1910s and 1920s, man. He would have loved that shit.
riling people up in the community, pointing them at you, and you cave? What are you, stupid? I don't usually advocate for replacing talent with AI. If you've seen my videos talking about matters like these, you know my stance.
Looks like a lot of people didn't see those videos. Anyways.
But in cases like this, brother, you don't put up with these people. You don't let them run around making a bunch of noise and pointing people at you. You just get rid of them. Either hire someone else or replace them with AI. I mean, it's a live service. What are they doing anyway? Hey guys, let's plant the bomb on B. But anyway, back to the matter.
What an insane brain he must have. This whole video, he's talking about how he was talking about the on-run voice actor, but like I said before, he quickly pivoted from that. But he was talking about how she's in a privileged position. And now he's going, who even fucking needs voice actors? They just say, let's go plant the bomb. Let's go do that. If they didn't need voice actors, they wouldn't have hired voice actors. Like that's it. See, this is what I don't understand about union voice acting. The only problem it had is that they just get paid fairly. I mean, the whole issue people have with unions comes from employers and bootlickers like fucking Decembro, who worship at the altar of capitalism. Unions are a net positive. And people think, oh, well, you have to pay a union fee and union dues. Yeah, you do. But you know what you also get in return? Basic protections. Do you guys like having weekends? Thank a union. Like, every policy that you have at work that benefits you, thank a union. Workman's comp, thank a union. Retirement funds, thank a union. Healthcare, thank a union. Like, unions do that. That is what unions do. Unions do that. And to be anti-union is to be a snail advocating for more salt on the earth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, also, unions are hypocritical and are activists. True. Damn, unions are woke. Yeah, let's get rid of unions. I want to have 7-day work weeks, mandatory 10-hour day, 7 days a week work weeks. And let's put the children back in the mines. Fuck it. Get rid of everything unions. Children's back in the mines, 7-day work weeks, no vacation time. Every time you take off, you owe me money. Everyone back in the pit. We gotta make boss hogs money. Get back in the pit.
So after all this, Blizzard came out and said, oh, we're listening, we're gonna go ahead and change the character's look, thank you for the community feedback, blah blah blah. The voice actors already celebrated, citing that the community was heard, they rose their voices, and make no mistake, it wasn't. Like, a ridiculous minority of it was heard, that's it. It's not that there aren't
a ridiculous minority. Hey man, I would love for you to show any proof of this. I would love for you to show any proof of this. Also, I'm very curious about one thing about this guy. if I go, yeah, imagine catering to the people who they always say cater to the people, your base, real gamers, and then when the company does that, they don't like it because it's not what they would do. It's not what they would do. I wonder if he had anything to do with. Oh, interesting. What do you think? What do you think he says about Nice Path? What do you think he says about this game?
This one praising the sex appeal of Queer 24, Marvel Frost from Marvel,
Oh
which
God.
just begs look like shit and you're making games for the Reich or something. The same thing happened just a few months ago with a new Tomb Raider design for the remake, where these same people launched the same narratives of the character being sexualized gooner bait. And then you look at the damn thing and it's just a regular looking woman in the what are we doing here? This is utterly ridiculous. Any game that fallen fat array of outfits and armors to wear that will cover up as much as you want. You can play in
Notice the complete tone difference when he's talking about the like sexy characters, right? Like he's like, "Oh, look at this shit." I want you to talk about I want to talk about Nice Path though, because I know for a fact he talks about it. Here we go.
Girl in the thumbnail. Now, yes, enter this new game called Knight's Path. It's an upcoming indie medieval fantasy RPG that is being attacked for the same shit because they shared this picture in a character introduction post.
Let's keep
This
going,
is, yet again, just another picture showing a girl's face, not a single part of her body is on display, and yet we have a monumental crash out happening online over just a pretty face.
Ooh, that is a massive lie, but do continue.
Come on, man. I swear, it's what's going on. Game that isn't even being mass advertised, and even that is now enough. It's irresponsible for the body standards of the world. You are a big same f***ing shit. The main industry games I'm gonna play out as Kara. The angle. Some of them, like this guy, like to act like they're smart and go about it from the angle of makeup. The character literally has visible eyeliner, mascara, and lipstick, lol. Why does she look like one of those mods that incels use to make female characters look pretty? Oh my god. You just give yourselves away, don't you? It's incel now. If you're an incel, if you want a character that looks good. I guess women are.
Does he see what he does? Because the reason why he cut out is the part where the response to one of the questions, which if you guys saw my video, you know, the response to a question that was asked was, I hope there'll be LGBTQ relationships in there. And then the creators of Nice Path responded, or at least the social media manager responded and said, we are not focusing on modern agenda. We want to focus on like making a good game. And people are like, you don't focus on modern agendas and modernism, and you have a girl in full fucking makeup and eyeliner. You want to be historically accurate, but then you have this shit. That's what they're talking about. But like, he's so gung-ho.
Natural ways. Like, let's take Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 as an example. Like, he enjoys the game so much, right? So realistically, they could have made Henry look like a gobshite peasant who looks like shit. Realistically, a lot of men go bald. They could have given Henry a brutally fucked up hairline with scabs all over his face, warts, rotten teeth, and...
Damn, I can't go anywhere without someone talking about Hassan. Instead, they actually went and added even more options to make him look better. This is also subjective. But notice how he talked about this game, which ultimately is the developers listening to a small minority of the internet, correct?
And lipstick. Like, what are you talking about? Have you never seen people walking down the goddamn street? There's no mascara nor lipstick. You can even notice some blemishes around her forehead and her chin. Once again, as a...
He thinks there's no lipstick and mascara, so he doesn't know what makeup looks like. So you big dog, I don't think you've ever seen a woman. There is no woman that looks like this naturally. It doesn't exist. But notice how it's okay. It's okay for the Nice Path people to pander to their audience. He loves that. It's okay if they do that. But if Blizzard does that with their audience, then they bend the knee.
a bunch of players who are adamantly against fixing the issue where all the faces look similar. It's that they're worried that they change the character to look like garbage. It's something that happens too often.
Change the character to look like garbage. That's not what they're talking about. That's not what they're talking about. And you guys take a shot. He's going to say Concord. Get your drinks ready. Get your drinks ready.
Wasn't patient zero for ugly characters, but it was a marking example. Overwatch itself has also suffered from this. We'll get there in a second. We also just got Horizon Hunters Gathering with this lovely cast on it. And who knows what else we'll be getting as time moves forward and these people, I don't know, just keep having say in making ugly characters even though obviously nobody wants them. Meanwhile,
again, to say something is ugly is subjective. It's subjective. It is subjective.
While Marvel Rivals showed up and dominated with character designs that didn't bother with any of this activism nonsense and merely focused on making appealing, striking designs. The fear of the change isn't because people oppose improvement of the characters, it's because they fear that Blizzard will listen to everything that the voice actress advocated for. That's the core problem here. At the end of the day, it's Overwatch players.
This is such a fucking dumb video. I'm done. I can't do this. He says the same shit over and over and over. He is one of the worst creators. He is one of the worst creators. He is one of the fucking worst. He is so dumb. He is so dumb. And this is all his videos, too. These are all his videos. These are all his videos. They're just garbage. They're just fucking garbage. Like, God, he's so bad. All of his videos are garbage. Like, they're all garbage. Exposing Angry Joe and Axeman. And then there's another hour-long video on Axeman. Modern, like, these people are such fucking garbage. Oh my God, they're so bad. They're so bad. Like, it's dog shit. And you want to know how I know it's dog shit? Because every video that doesn't tap into the grifter shit and is just him talking about stuff, no one watches it. That's how you know your shit is bad. Markiplier AI controversy deep dive, 5,000 views. Oh, but the fall of games journalism, yeah, I got me 11K. Again, here's a somewhat medium-sized account. So, like, that's a good number. Exposing pirate software, because that was popular to do. Oh, but should Souls-like and Souls games be easier? 5,000 views. Like, when he's not tapping, when he's not hitting the grifter button, he gets nothing. Adamfall is one of the best games 2025. 5,000 views. Oh, let me hate on Ackman and Mighty Keith. 50K. Like, always look at the kinds of videos they make and see what pops off and see what doesn't pop off. And you'll notice that they have to, he's using fucking Anita Sarkeesian as a thumbnail in 2025. Like, that is insane. But what constructive criticism can I provide for him for the reaction vid? Like I said before, do fucking research. Do research. If you're going to create a video talking about a topic, at the very least, explain the topic fully and don't just cover it in a way that's completely slanted to where if someone like me can Google for 2 seconds and completely defeat your own argument. And also, be consistent in your argument. He defeated his own argument within 2 minutes. He said that the complaints were valid. But then once the voice actor also echoed those complaints, it suddenly became invalid because she's an activist. And then he goes on a tangent talking about how they hate hot women in video games. That is not the same thesis you started off with. That is a different thesis. And you're not even making logical jumping off points. You start off by saying, oh, the voice actor for Onron is entitled. She's privileged. And then you go on to say, actually, all the criticisms about these characters were true. They do have the same face, which is about character design. So this should be focused on character design. But then he just goes on a tangent, talk about why don't they like hot characters? A point he's made 1,000,000 times. And now I'm no stranger of repeating myself because I do this content. But at the very least, I believe I add a different dimension to it, whereas his videos are the same. We clicked on this video, right? The Ozempic Chic. And then we clicked on a completely separate video and it had the same talking point. In fact, I'm sure his high guard video is going to mention something about modern audience activists and ugly character design. Let's see.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So the preview people loved the experience and guaranteed
Let's just see.
could refund my free download. I'm saying this mostly because I felt so swindled by what the game was supposed to be, like all that the trailers were showing. Oh my god, High Guard hits different than any other FPS. The montages are just too much time meandering around the map. But usually montages of shooters are like that the clips show. It's just that you're showing your best plays. The issue with High Guard is that the clip montages and the gameplay trailer show this fast action shooter moment to moment.
Hey, buddy, that's every trailer. That's every trailer. This is a dumb critique. The trailers, you guys, of the game, they're only showing the high points. Of fucking course. You're not gonna show someone you're not gonna show someone playing a game of Valorant as a trailer and just have them in the menus looking for the gun, walking around the map looking for people. That's not what whatever. I'm getting
Ahead of myself. We'll get there in a second. Scale, like it's far between moments in the actual kind of game, sort of like High Guard, on the other hand, only has one mode. It's a 3v3 raid mode. Fortify your instant to destroy. Start of the first stage of each match.
Okay.
It just doesn't work for me. There was one map that I like a breath of fresh air. Bam, you killed. Wasn't I would.
Yeah,
so far he hasn't mentioned it. Let's see. Let's see.
Fun than roasting the game, or just looking at people roasting it instead. And some of it has been in this weird agenda-like form though. Like for instance, PC Gamer already launched that classic type of post going, "Hey guys, I've been playing this game for X amount of hours," and the post was also done by other game journalists. Truth is that someone went ahead and did a thing where they're wondering how it's all going to go in the headline, guys. High Guard is yet another symptom of the service. Where's this guy whenever people are still praising and enjoying Marvel at released and the boys were all
Oh my god.
Nights. Wow, man.
Maybe this is a different video.
Private will erase. He joined the Cope Fest with this. When did it become trendy to hate on in the market? But it just rubbed people the wrong way, because then while playing long ago already, this guy is actually one of the few instances. First, he said that PC gaming sucked and Xbox totally changed. Okay,
still talking Clipperzinski.
That's right. They went and they played Overwatch. And chased tiresome version of it. Another 10 versions will evolve for High Guard. Lots of posts like this with loads of interaction. Massive disasters like alien colonial transactions. I remember the when I was just a little shit on the things you people wouldn't believe. Sonic Riders forcing Angry Joe to go return a video game. The Fable guy, Peter Meteor, so you guys can have a sit down and enjoy while driving. I'll just show this thing here, Richard. So keep that in mind. But it seems that High Guard removed the quote saying from the confirm that it's not there now, but they did advertise it as such. You know, I play Guard is this massive mess, this hideous, disgusting blob of a video game. It's not, but it's a game that leaves much wanting shooter. While there are things that might definitely help it, with very small changes that they could implement within just a couple of weeks, such as ditching the 3v flow being broken apart and own elements into what have been applied. A bad one would not. While it put a gigantic spotlight on this game. Like right now, over the past week, every other post on X when it comes to gaming has been dunking on High Guard, with the odd post like the ones that I showed you coping about it. With less exposure, maybe it wouldn't have been. Should have done some testing. Open testing, jump in, get changes or extra maps.
Oh wow, maybe he didn't
all this stuff about those games. All like and do special about it. Anyway, for you, maybe I'll make another one of these.
Oh wait, did he not talk about it being ugly and woke?
We know what all the silence was. It's because High Guard was going to be hosting a whole ass event for this game's only fan. He's this for the game fan.
Well, I'll give him credit. He didn't apparently talk about it being ugly and woke. He's just spent a lot of time talking about fucking Clipperzinski.
You can diffuse like in Counter-Strike.
Wow. So he is capable of making a video where he's not focusing on the modern audience? Good job. That is one of... Well, here's one literally talk about the modern audience. So, okay. Good job, rescinded. Activists and gamers see crashing out over negative Steam reviews. Why is that activist? Oh, but still, most of his videos are the same talking points, especially the ones that are lies. And you can, and here's the real thing too. My overall critique of his channel is, my God, do something you like and actually care about. And you can tell what games were in the cultural war crosshairs, seeing as how many times they talk about it. Like Ghost of Yote. Hold on, let's just type Yote on his channel. Let's see something real quick. If I just type Yote. Sales scope, lies, and failed symbol. Scope of Yote. 1 Yote. 2 Yote. 3 Yote. 4 Yote. 5 Yote. 6 Yote. 7 Yotes. 8. 9. 10. 10 and a half because they're talking about Ghost Yote in here too. 11. Another half. It's like 11 videos on Ghost of Yote. A market success. A successful game. But because it was in the zeitgeist, we hit on that. They don't talk about things. They don't talk about things in any honest way. Why High God is not a victim of toxic gamer culture. It is, though. It is. Most of the hate from High Guard was simply because it was at the end of the Game Awards. That's it. That's it. Like I said before, games fail all the time. This one got special attention because it looked woke and it was at the end of the Game Awards. It's just like the marathon shit.
To a degree, even reaching back a year or so, the expression toxic gamer culture or negativity culture has been brought up.
Okay.
Again, the real question at the root of this is, why did gamers have that reaction? That's the number one question to ask and answer. For this in a separate video if you're interested. But as I was saying, while it is still wrong to bring it up, I can excuse it to some extent because, you know, they're the developers of the game and they just got fired. Graveyard of live service game. These are Otter's latest streams over the course of the last 2 weeks. Valorant.
Wait,
whether that be enough. Everything he said makes no sense, but you will never hear him elaborate or try to actually back up his claims.
Sounds familiar.
It's really just that this idea of toxic negative gamer culture being an isolated, malicious and targeted thing, especially something that is brought up a lot recently and that holds so much power, is ridiculous. Gamers have always been known to be very outspoken about things they don't like.
No. See, again, this is what they do. This is what they fucking do. They can't handle critique or criticism. So when people rightfully call out the toxicity in anything related to gaming, they go, no, you're just sensitive. Or no. Gamers are just really passionate people. That's being toxic. They're being toxic. You can be passionate without being a piece of shit.
Whether that be bad games, ruined sequels, or predatory monetization practices. Or hell, other gamers in multiplayer lobbies.
All you buy is a grenade, and all 5 of us are rushing mid. 2 fake cross, and wait for my smoke to rush mid. Fake cross, don't go mid. Vax.
That has nothing to do with anything.
This one, but also entertainment as a whole, like movies and etc. It ain't that there are no other qualities to it. It ain't that there is no love, no kindness, no passion, no wonder. There's loads of it. We've seen it for years across several brilliant games that we've...
No one's saying that that also doesn't exist, but the toxicity is a problem. This is like, and forgive me for being kind of glib, but this is like if you were talking to someone who's in an abusive relationship and they're like, yeah, but sometimes they kiss me and they hug me and they give me food. It's like, I'm not saying they don't, but they also abuse you. And we should focus on the abuse part because it doesn't have to be part of this. You can have the nice moments. You don't have to deal with people sending you fucking death threats though. Like that shouldn't be acceptable.
Fell in love with. And we still see that happen often in big and small titles like Expedition 33 last year, games like Silk Song as well.
This is nothing.
Well-crafted experiences like No Rest for the Wicked.
This is nothing, and I'm making a point, dude.
Games. Who's sustaining the industry?
Fucking Aquaman!
Having standards and personal taste is not hate, but
That is a lie, dude, because that's not the actual argument being made. He's strawmanning now. No one's saying you can't have standards. But that's how they view things. They think as long as they say, I don't like a game, and they say, I want the developers to die, I hope they lose their job because they're stupid, dumb, woke activists, but it's because I don't like a game, they think that is a valid critique. That's not.
anyway, regardless, make no mistake, at its core it's always been a very male and geek-dominated space, very loose, very blunt.
He's excusing toxicity.
One could even say immature to some degree, whatever. It is what it is and always has been, and no matter how much these companies...
See? It is what it is. It's a complete hand washing of responsibility. And what's always been this way, so whatever, who cares? It's fine, who cares? It's always been extremely toxic to non-white people, but who cares? Who cares? It's always been toxic to queer people, but it's just what it is. It's immature, it's fine. But don't try to change it.
Companies try to tame it, they will never manage to do so. And that's
so why bother?
Actually part of the problem. Some companies try to tame the space. They don't like it the way it is. This didn't used to be a problem over a decade ago. Gamers and game developers understood the space and even played into it. Remember, for example, how some games used to throw a few jabs at their players for picking easier difficulty options or for dying too much in a game? Nothing offensive, just a playful jab between people who generally understood each other. That kind of thing and much more that used to be standard back in the day.
First up, again, revisionist history. That wasn't standard in the day. He's basically talking about fucking Wolfenstein. That's it. How many games did you guys know where they would make the game itself would make fun of you for being like a baby? The most famous example is Wolfenstein, but he's making it seem like that was just common back in the day. That every game difficulty, exactly, or like DMC3's easy mode, these weren't common. That's why they stand out. You know what was common? A difficulty is saying hard, normal, easy, normal, hard, very hard. That was common. It wasn't like, oh, every game said if you pick normal mode, you're a pussy.
Is now gone. A lot of that culture has been deemed as toxic for no reason whatsoever by outsiders to the space who didn't like it and didn't want to assimilate to it and instead wanted to corrupt it, to change it. And so many of these companies in AAA tried to do so by taking games with big followings, major franchises, and trying to change content in them, such as the kinds of stories that they told.
Again, so I'm going to give her a critique. I'm not going to watch this whole video, but I can already tell where this is going. I'm going to critique this because what he's doing, the closest example I can think of is any parts of the game being locked up, he picked the easy. Yeah, that's completely different, right? The only reason, so my critique of this whole video, which I don't have to watch all of it because we know who Decembro is, he is editorializing. He is making so many assumptions. He is making so many assumptions with zero evidence. You're doing a visual medium. You need to show your homework. You can't just be like, yeah, so the reason why they did is because they're trying to tame the space. And we know that because they don't do this in difficulty options anymore. There's a billion other reasons why they won't do something.
The kinds of themes that they revolved around, the kinds of soft culture, you don't have to deal with all of those pesky, predominantly male and predominantly demanding gamers. Get yourself an audience of blind fanboys and slop eaters, and then you don't have to worry about quality or backlash anytime a game is either releasing broken, heavily flawed, or...
Again, you see, all of this is not substantiated. It's not substantiated. It simply is not. And you want to know how to easily debunk this? He's basically saying that only like the hardcore tough games actually appeal to gamers. Those games also get shit from their consumers. They also make requests from them. They also face backlashes when they tweak a weapon, when they change a character. This is, unironically, he is projecting what he does with his audience because he also expects his audience to not do their own research, to not question him. If you go to the comment section, I guarantee you, everyone's in agreement. I'm not negative. This dance I'm doing is on High God's grave is a happy dance. There's no such thing as toxic gamer culture, just entitled game developer culture. Like, it's good. They should know we're tired of playing their slop. Okay. Toxic culture is the boogeyman that they invented to tell the investors why their money is gone. Like, again, I'm the bad guy. I did nothing. That's another fucking thing I want to talk about to you guys. I'm done with December. He's literally going to give me aneurysm. I am so tired. I am so tired of content creators in the gaming space who are too bitch made to admit that gamers are actually a problem too. I am so tired of them consistently coddling everyone who picks up a fucking controller unless they consider them woke or a journalist and saying, no, my sweet innocent baby child, you've done nothing wrong. We love that you send death threats to these people. We love that you create content that is specifically shitting on these particular people day in and day out. You've done nothing wrong. You've absolutely not encouraged a culture of harassment. No, it's the game developer's fault because they added a character I didn't like. So we should be able to send them death threats. We should make videos calling voice actors entitled because how dare they have an opinion. Only we, the gamers, allowed to have an opinion, and only we, the gamers, can determine who's an actual gamer. Oh, you're a voice actor for Overwatch? You're a YouTuber and do voice acting? No, you can't have opinions. Bad. You're entitled. You're a game developer. You're entitled. You need to acquiesce all creative freedoms to me, the gamer. You should only make games that I like. I am the end all be all when it comes to taste. And if I don't play it, it must be made for a modern audience because that's not me, even though I currently play games that come out now because you've always been the modern audience. Like, that's the shit I hate so much. If you are so afraid, if you are so goddamn afraid of your audience that you can't look at me and be like, hey, you guys need to calm the fuck down because you're doing insane shit, you don't deserve your platform. You're a pussy. Like, Jesus Christ. They always talk about how these guys have their fucking fans and these companies have a slop audience. They feed them slop. Meanwhile, they're out here talking about the same 6 talking points about the same 3 video games because all they do is churn out slop. That's it. That's all they fucking do. They're just mad that there's someone else better at churning out slop. That's it. Yes, the customer's always right in terms of taste. But guess what, though? Guess what? The big thing they don't understand, too, is, and I've said this before, gamers don't know what they want. They don't know what they want until it's presented to them. And you want to know how I know that's true? How many times have you heard Souls fatigue? We have Souls-like fatigue. We have open world fatigue. Open world fatigue? Why are you guys going nuts for Crimson Desert coming out? You have Souls-like fatigue? Why'd you guys go nuts for Liza P? Oh, we hate live service games. Oh no, I've been playing Arc Raiders for the last 30 hours. Like, it's not a fatigue. You just want something that resonates with you. That's it. You don't have genre fatigue. But they will consistently say that because they can't articulate shit because the people that they watch don't even give them the vocabulary to understand what they're talking about. It's just like, no, of course the game failed. It's because we're all tired of this shit. We want something new. And then when they get something new, what do? Immediately shit on it. Immediately shit on it. The second they get something new, they shit all over it until it gets popular. Then they're like, oh, actually, it was good. And it doesn't even have to be new in terms of a genre or even a spin. Ghost of Yote was just a fucking sequel, and they lost their goddamn minds over it because it was a woman. But they also want you to believe that they can handle new things. They can't even handle a continuing IP having a different character. But they want a brand new game. And when they get brand new games, they hate it. Why? Because it's not like their other game. Like here, and this is not me defending the quality of High Guard, but I'm using it as an example. High Guard was not like the other hero shooter games that were out. It wasn't 5-on-5, it was 3v3. And then one of the biggest complaints was it should be 5-on-5. Well, that's going to make it more in line with the other games, right? So you want it in line with the other games, but then different in a way that's still familiar, but not too familiar, because now you're just ripping off XYZ game. But if it's too different, why is it not like XYZ game? And then what happens is the game comes out that no one asked for, because no one really ever asked for games, and then it catches fire. I'm like, oh shit, I actually like this. Oh shit, Blueprints actually goes hard. Oh shit, Balacho's actually kind of fun. Oh shit, Vampire Survivors is kind of sick. But they weren't asking for that. That's why I hate when they go like, yeah, dude, you gotta listen to gamers or your game's gonna fail. As if gamers know what the fuck they want, dude. If you listen to gamers, no one would make a live service game. No one would. But guess what? Ironically, they are listening to gamers. They're listening to this. Can't say you're sick of this. And then you make Arc Raiders a bajillion dollars. You can't say you're tired of NBA 2K doing the same shit every single year. They're on like 2K27 and you're still buying it. Yeah, exactly. Gamers are not a monolith, but these grifters expect you to believe that their opinion is the majority. They always speak as if they're talking for the majority of real gamers. And they'll say, it's just a small minority that wants these characters to look ugly. And it's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what the actual fuck are you talking about? You are not the end all be all. You're not the only consumer. Like, it's crazy to me. And it blows my mind that so many content creators are so fucking afraid to just say that shit. Like, if you are afraid of your audience, maybe you should stop doing this. Because I also love how when they're being real, if Kane's Room didn't work, then why does Love and Deep Space make so much money every month? Exactly. They want to say that like these people aren't real gamers, they're not this and not that, because it's just games that they don't play. But if you don't play the game, why do you care? Like, Decembro doesn't fucking play Overwatch, and yet he made a whole ass video talking about Overwatch. For a guy who doesn't play, why would you talk about it? He also said he doesn't give a shit about it. If you don't give a shit about it, why are you making a video on this? Ugh, now my algorithm's gonna be fucked up, huh? It's gonna start showing his videos on my thing. I gotta start using a burner account. So, my algorithm gets absolutely fucked every time I do this. But that's my fault, and I can accept that because no one forces me to watch these people. Speaking of which, we're gonna go back to back. We're doing a
For the past 2 weeks, pretty much.
shut up. We're doing a background NPC video. Listen, I understand I'm gonna fuck up my algorithm, but you know what? It's okay because mentally, I'm brain rotted too. I think you're the other one who steps in the neck. Now, there's some other characters that definitely are aggressive, like Eric DeBunks, and I think like even like Audley Noah. I think I'm just like really. I think I'm the most angry about it though, because I hate all the shit these people do. But let's see. This is the video from background NPC called "So Gooning is Okay Now." Let's see if actual valid points are made here.
For the past 2 weeks, pretty much every screen that I own has been taken over by one person. The man, the myth, the Giga Chad himself, Leon S. Kennedy. In case you missed it, somehow Resident Evil Requiem recently came out and it is pretty great. Capcom absolutely cooked. They sold 5 million copies in 5 days and they've confirmed that DLC is on the way. I'm about to finish my 5th playthrough. Yes, my fifth, using almost exclusively the RPG as Leon because I just unlocked unlimited ammo for it. And even though I have a ton of thoughts about the game itself, this video isn't really celebrating Leon the hardest right now. The thirst articles, the journalists who need to be hosed down like overheated zoo animals, the same people who have spent the last decade lecturing everybody else about this exact thing, just in reverse.
Okay, so I think by my side, you already know what this video is going to be about. We already know what this is going to be about, right? It's going to be about the double standards, right? The, oh my God, you guys were saying that we couldn't do that, and then I'm gonna say, Black Hokage stays client audience. That's very true. So they're gonna so here's how this is gonna work. Okay, she's gonna talk about the double standards of why it's okay for them to thirst about Leon, but if other people thirst about female characters, it's a problem. And then I'm gonna say the actual issue here is about agency and consent, right? They're thirsting over Leon, but Leon in the game isn't put in like a thong or whatever, right? There's no upskirts of him or whatever, right? And they just find him attractive and sexy. And then she's gonna mention the mods, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, but look at the mods for Leon, which are most of just him shirtless or maybe in his underwear, and then look at the mods for Grace, where it's literally big, thick, busty mods, right?
Once again, rules for thee, but not for he. Now, before we get into the details, I do need you to understand the scale of what has actually been happening. We are talking countless fan edits with millions of views, Leon fan cams, the art, so much art, cosplays, gym motivation posts, men saying Leon has inspired them to get in shape, which is really cool actually. Shirtless Leon mods, Leon dad and mustache mods, all well and all good, but then the professionals started to jump in and I might have started getting a little better. Kotaku published a piece called Leon Scott Kennedy, I'm on prep. I'm still not sure how that one was not only approved, but actually published, where the writer describes deliberately keeping Leon on low health just to hear his pained grunts and how his own pants are, at one point, gone. This is a professional journalist.
You see? Okay. Also, this is such bullshit to me because they will say these journalists are so anti-sex, and then when they're not anti-sex, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. My image of Kotaku was you guys were sexless prudes who can't even make a dirty joke because you're so woke. Why are you making dirty jokes now? You're supposed to be professional. And it's like, you've always had the wrong perception about all these people. And so when your perception proves false, instead of re-examining your position, it's, you can't do that.
Mind you. And then even Nintendo, the company that treats a single exposed polygon like it's a federal crime, posted on X that Leon is absolutely jacked with a blush face emoji.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What is this?
Posted on X that
saying that Nintendo would freak out for exposed polygon. Do you guys see an exposed Leon here? He's wearing a fucking bomber jacket. They're saying the strong sense of justice, ruggedly handsome and absolutely jacked. Yes.
Leon is absolutely jacked with a blush face emoji. Capcom posted a thirst edit of him set to Usher's Hey Daddy, Daddy's Home on the official account with the check mark and everything. I've pretty much seen it all at this point, I think.
Okay.
Brands posting, journalists posting, everyone posting the highest levels of sexy thirst for Leon. Even his own voice actor had some things to say, but I will touch on that in just a bit. Now, to be clear, this is nothing against Leon at all, or against the celebration of attractive characters. You guys know I am all for attractive characters, and I love Leon. I think he
Are we dead ass doing this nonsense? For a little bit. Just till I get sick of it.
He's a legitimately great character, and it is so refreshing to see such a strong male lead finally get celebrated again. And with the way Capcom was moving,
you guys know what the butt's gonna be, though, right? Again, the butt's gonna be, but when the women are doing it,
up just would have a heyday when I came across this Easter egg of Rebecca Chambers.
Wasn't Rebecca like underage? in that picture, they use the same fake sounding cadence. Yes, of course they do. Yeah, wasn't the whole thing Rebecca was like a fucking teenager and they had this like a hidden picture of her? Wasn't that the issue? And not that like she was in this. Am I tweaking? Yeah, but I think Rebecca was like underage. I think she was like in her because Rebecca's young and like in general. Like I think she was like 16 or something in this picture. Let me check since I can, I have the internet at my fingertips, and I shouldn't rely on people on the internet to look this up. But I'm pretty sure. Rebecca Chambers, cheerleader outfit. God, yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to put this on Facecam because, yeah, what age was she? It was like the rising rookie. Here we go. Rising rookie Rebecca. What was her age though? 18. She was 18. Okay. I thought she was young. Or was it because Rebecca was this found at like someone's desk? Wasn't that like the thing? That was found at someone's desk? Whatever. I guess she was of age, but wasn't that I think wasn't also another factor of this, but it was found at like an adult's desk, and that's kind of creepy. Have this picture. Yeah, I forget whose desk it was though.
Stashed away in the library by Albert Wesker, which
Wesker.
somebody responded on a parody Wesker account with a formal statement that
Yeah,
genuinely
Wesker.
made me laugh out loud. But I can honestly say I was not expecting Victor Gideon thirst content. Yes, I had to put my phone down after that and went and stood in my.
Honestly, if you weren't expecting the ugly motherfucker to get content like this, I don't think you're a real gamer. I can pick if any video game, I can tell you women women liked The Shape of Water. Women want to fuck Frankenstein. Okay, Frankenstein's monster. Like, this is the most no duh. This is the most no duh. Guess what? The big dude in Resident Evil Village, who was replacement of the what are you buying guy, who also definitely had AO3 fan fiction made of him. Like, it's no, I'm saying they like The Shape of Water and they wanted to fuck a fish man. Like the way that people look at like attractiveness when it comes to women, like it's not this 1-to-1 thing. Yes, I'm sure the merchant has fanfic of him and fan pictures, like sexy thirst pictures of him.
My yard for a few minutes. But
Duke, there we go. Yeah.
While I was outside getting some air, I got to thinking. Imagine if a female character got this treatment at this scale.
Lady D. Lady D. If she doesn't mention Lady D, I'm clicking off the video.
Imagine Kotaku published Jill Valentine, I'll wear a condom. Imagine PlayStation posted a thirst edit of Lara Croft set to Justin Timberlake's sexy back.
Kotaku. I'm gonna close this. Actually, I want to do that. Kotaku. Lady Dimitrescu. I figured out how tall the sexy Resident Evil lady is because, of course, I did. I wish this Lady Dimitrescu action figure was real. Like people were pretty people were pretty fucking horny about Lady D. But people were very horny. Like that they were definitely horny. They were definitely horny for Lady D. We can even just type in Kotaku itself. I spelled that wrong. I spelled it so wrong. Oh my god, I fucked that up. That's so wrong. Lady Demis. Why can't I spell all of a sudden? Just Lady D. Oh my god, I can't spell. Why can't I spell this? I spelled it correctly before. Here we go. They're calling them cowards because they wanted their big woman. They wanted their big mommy woman. Get ready for Lady Dummy Thick's new height reveal. The people were horny. People were horny for Lady D. Iki Nakamura sends to horny jail for Lady Dimitrescu's tweets. Here's a game developer being overtly horny about that. Like it's look how many fucking articles they had just on Lady D. Just on her. They had a post talking about the Pornhub. They had her talking about the hub, bro. Tall, sexy lady. We'll do one more page, then we'll go back. But like it's weird for her to not mention Lady D when that was the selling point for fucking Resident Evil Village, to the point where people were disappointed that Lady D wasn't there long enough.
Or Nintendo highlighting Bayonetta's curves with a wink face emoji. You know, I actually can't imagine it because
Fuck it. Let's had the Nintendo Bayonetta. I don't know, tweet. They tweet about Bayonetta? They tweet about her? Actually, I can't look that up on stream. I will definitely get clapped if I look at Bayonetta tweets on stream. Never mind.
you and I both know exactly what would happen. We know because we have watched it happen for at least a decade. There was this wave of critics and...
Oh my god, we're using fucking feminist frequency. We're skipping this. We're skipping this. Stella Blade argument, which we've been done. Resident Evil 4 no longer sexualizes its women, and it's a good thing. That's a different context. Lara Croft, feminist hero are just another male fantasy. Tropes versus women, that's also about feminist frequency. Street Fighter 5 tones down the focus on female bodies. Arki, Mika, and Cammy animation reframe plus exposure. Sometimes I'm happy. Phantom Hellcat taking on Bayonetta and the male gaze. Dead or Alive was more than breasts. That's just a normal question.
Why would you expect women to necessarily be attractive? Happy launch day, guys, by the way. So for the best...
What a dumb fucking thing to do, honestly. This is why we're not watching this anymore. Because she's so predictable. It's, again, poorly researched things with no fully formed arguments, cherry picking random headlines and articles, and then trying to equate asking a valid question to, that's why your game's not doing so well. Okay, why don't you show, again, First Descendant? Why don't you show Code Violet? Actually, fuck this video. Because we already know what the argument's going to be. She's going to be wrong. What I want to know is, Does she talk about Code Violet? Ever? Ever? No. No. No, she doesn't. What's the one game with the woman and dinosaurs? Code Violet. And she never talks about Code Violet. She never does. That game came out in fucking January. And she doesn't talk about it. She doesn't talk about it. Because you know what her role is in this, the grifter sphere? You know what her role is? To be the woman who talks about how ugly women in games are. That's it. That's what she does. Because the second Asmongold gave her attention, her shit shifted to just mostly that. Anytime she can dunk on women, that's when she pops off. If she's not dunking on women, she doesn't pop off. Or sometimes racism too. But like literally, if she's not talking about looks, she doesn't get anything. Battlefield 6 shows how it's done. 79,000 views. Can we get more characters like this? Male characters, 64,000 views. Freedom from Tyranny, Stop Killing Games. Oh, 91,000 views. You Can't Make Games That Love, 42,000 views. The Problem Women in Games, 246,000. Asmongold Reacted, 400,000. Attractive Characters, 300,000. Making fun of a Siri being ugly, now she's hot, 300,000 basically. Masculine Men, 200,000. Hating on Nintendo, which was popular at the time, which is why she's only done it twice, by the way, and no other time. Oh, sorry. Yeah, twice. Right here. But like again, this is the same shit where she just talks about a character attraction. That's it. That's it. That's all she can talk about. That's all she can talk about. That's all they all do though. They're stuck. This is no different than our normal punching bag Andy Pants, who we can only talk about everything's book. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are ugly women everything now? Jesus Christ, you guys. What am I? Fucking Nostradamus? Why are ugly women in everything now? And guess what? Look at the thumbnail. It is the same people he's always talking about. Notice how he mostly put black people on this list. I'm sorry. Is he trying to say Deborah Ann Wool is ugly? He put Freya on this thumbnail. He put Freya on the thumbnail. He put fucking Brie Larson's ugly. Brie Larson's ugly. He put a bunch of Deborah Wilson. What? You know what? In for a penny, right?
Hey guys, in case you still had a thread of hope that
By the way, we know who's the grifter because he admitted it, so we just know.
video games were going to get better, it has officially been leaked that the new God of War Sony Santa Monica game will star.
And he's going to call, just to get ahead of this, he's going to call, if you guys watch Daredevil, you know Karen Page. He's going to call Deborah Ann Wool. He's going to call her ugly. 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 Just to get ahead of this. He's going to call her ugly because she is Faye. That's her face. They didn't change her face. This is her face. This is Deborah Ann Wool. Like very clearly her face. She's in the thumbnail. He's going to call her ugly. He's going to call her ugly. Just, again, I'm really going to stress that.
Kratos' wife in the lead role. There is no God of War in the new God of War game. Yes, you heard that correct.
Oh my God, this is the same shit that fucking Hypnotic said. Again, these people share one brain cell. Doesn't understand how spinoffs
Anybody
work.
else exhausted of freaking girl bosses just in all of your media now? You can't enjoy anything anymore. All of it has to have girl bosses now. One of my favorite things to do now is see which game developers post about Women's Day and then go over to the Steam DB and point and laugh at the 10 people.
Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is a single player game that came out like fucking 4 years ago, man. This is like looking into the current players for like, I don't know, fucking Hellblade 1.
People playing their game. Did we forget that having ovaries basically guarantees you can't make a good video game?
I mean, come on. He's at this point he's got to be playing a character, right? Having ovaries means you can't make fun games. I don't make the rules. Like, what 12-year-old still watches you? This is why your wife won't let you see the kid, Andy.
Outer Worlds 2, $100 million budget. Post about Women's Day, 158 people online.
Oh my god, dude! Here's our normal thing when we go to Steam DB. Yay! We go to Steam DB. We type in the Outer Worlds 2. It had 18,000 people playing it at peak. It had 424 people playing it. 20 people playing it 24 hours ago. It has 238 now. It's almost as if
You can't make a good video game. Outer Worlds 2, $100 million.
it's almost as if this is not an accurate estimate to use to judge a game. And also, I like how he doesn't put at any point when he took this data. Like, that's not.
Dollar budget.
Oh my
Post
god.
about Women's Day, 158 people online. 1348 X Photo, the new lesbian girl boss game. Look at all the mental illness on the team. They just had a post about Women's Day, 0 people online, peaked at 167 players.
People playing right now.
Hellblade 2, $100 million budget.
You already
of the
showed
ugly
this.
Bulldyks who work there, 40 people online. Even big franchises suffer this fate. Halo Infinite posted about Women's Day. Bro, only 700 people online in the world.
Halo Infinite. So it's campaign, Halo Infinite, multiplayer, 3,000 people, 1,600 people playing it right now. So even if Halo is a bad game, if it's a bad game, these numbers are fucking wrong. Like, they're just wrong. It's wrong. Anyone with the brain can just be like, yeah, depending on the time of day. And I don't know where he even got these imagery from. Like, depending on the time of day, the numbers are gonna be high, numbers are gonna be low. For a game that's over 4 years old. Like, these are not
On PC right now playing Halo. And just to show how bad it is, even Halo MCC had 6,400 people playing it last night. But boys, this is what I've come to realize recently. They know we hate this shit and they don't care because they already got paid. Yeah, we ruined.
Oh my god, this is just the same. He's not even talking about the fucking video. He's talking about, oh my god.
Suddenly it's time to turn. Those used to be the god of war. Now he's the god of war against men.
Nah, he's the god of war against men, you guys. Because like the other dumbass Hypnotic, this dumbass doesn't know what a spinoff game is.
And number 2, Ninja Theory. How did the studio that brought us Heavenly Sword become?
Heavenly Sword was a flop compared to. See, this is what I'm talking about. Heavenly Sword was a flop. For Ninja Theory, the Heavenly Sword was it was not well received. It sold 1.5 million copies worldwide. How much did Hellblade sell? Let's see. Sold 1 million. Over 1 million. How about total sales? It's not giving me a hardcore number. So by 2020, games surpassed 3.5 million players across all platforms. So it had to have at least that many fucking sales, right? 1 million plus units over 2018. Heavenly Sword, if it was good, would have gotten a sequel. Hellblade got a sequel.
I'm full of so many fat dykes. Let's talk about it. Number 3.
So he doesn't even showcase the fact that the game sold better. And he's using a batting. Oh, Andy Pants, you're so fucking. Oh my God. This isn't even real. Like he's such a low talented piece of shit. Also, this is definitely AI generated imagery for the game he's hawking right here, right? Like I'm gonna meet this part. This is definitely AI. Like this is without question, this is AI use. Like that is an AI generated image. This is AI generated. He makes fucking insults saying that this game was like generated by AI. He said that about Horizon Hunter Gather. This is literally AI.
Feels like your dude levels up pretty quick, and I still haven't even bought anything or paid anything for this game. Download Urban Heat using my link and instantly unlock a powerful.
I have a fun idea. Can we look at Urban Heat? The video game, yeah. Can we just look at? I want to look at the game trade. Look at the Urban Heat gameplay. Let's look at the game. Console level graphics.
Guys, this is right.
Oh man, this looks so cool and not generic. Oh man. Pulse pounding. What a pulse pounding exciting game this looks like. Oh man. Of course this would be the fucking game that he promotes. Of course. Of fucking course. Of course. Of course, Andy.
Value. What I bought, what I expected, and what I got.
Racism. Good job, Andy.
Of 3 different studios because they hired women. They hired way too many women. And we need to begin, of course, with God of War, who is the pinnacle of
The ultimate edgelord. Like this is I can't do this to myself. I just can't. He's so bad at this. He's so bad. He's so fucking bad at this. He's just so bad. Like why does he keep bringing up Ninja Theory?
be a based studio there in
It used to be a base studio with the game series that was not successful.
the UK in 2007. So a lot of y'all remember Heavenly Sword. It was this dope as hell PS3 exclusive.
No, it wasn't.
Nariko was the main character. She was fine as hell.
It's Nariko.
Combat was fun as hell. That game came out in 2007. They even did an Xbox exclusive called Kung Fu Chaos that is
Which was also bad.
hilarious and a little bit racist, and it's great, and I love that game.
Because it's racist.
Even back in 2010, they were still kind of based. They had this chat.
Another bad game. You notice how all the games he mentions were not good. They were not good games.
The women on the staff in 2026.
There were always women there. Why did he skip Hellblade 1?
2026. Here's all the women on the staff in 2026. And guys, it's yeah, this is what we got, dude.
So you just skipped Hellblade Single Sacrifice, the first one. Awesome. Okay, we're not watching the whole video. There's no point. There's no point because he's gonna be like base fun. I guarantee he didn't play fucking The Witcher.
How base and fun.
He didn't play The Witcher because all he cares is everything is based in fun. He says nothing about the characters.
Look, I wouldn't have even been mad if they said, "Oh, you remember how hot Ciri was in Witcher 3? Yeah, you get to play as Ciri the whole game." They would have completely tossed the lore out the window but if you remember some of Ciri's
They would have completely tossed the lore out the window because look at that edit. See, he needs an editor, Knight. He needs an editor.
They would have completely tossed the lore out the window but if you remember
they would have tossed the lore out. Oh, they wouldn't have had to toss the lore out because Ciri is the main character. You fucking idiot.
Some of Ciri's powers are even more powerful than Geralt's. And so Geralt had to go through the Trial of the Grasses to become a Witcher. There's no reason for Ciri to go through the Trial of Grasses.
What?
Because the Trial of Grasses kills most of the people that go through it, and it definitely kills all of the women. But guys, they threw all the lore out the window. So
that's not Ciri. Ciri wants to become a Witcher. Ciri wants to become a Witcher, dude. She wants to become a Witcher, dude. What are you talking about?
Again, just to be clear here, if they had kept Ciri hot, I probably wouldn't have had an issue with this. But because you got to get your stunning and brave on, we have been announced Witcher 4 as of last year, and we're going to spend 200 hours with.
As of last year. So this is how you know, again, Andy, you're a loser. Oh, look at this video right here. 15,000 views. You guys should look it out. Some guy made a video called Andy Pants an Incredible Loser. But he made this video 2 days ago. This is this year. Witcher 4. First off, Ciri looks hot regardless. But you notice how he always picks, and not just him, all these grifters always pick the worst angle of anyone possible all the time. Because this is Ciri. This is how Ciri looks in Witcher 4. This is Ciri in Witcher 4. This is Ciri. This is how she looks. But what does he do? He takes one image. Look, this is like, again, maybe my eyes are borked, but I don't think she's ugly. Even in the original trailer. And they didn't switch faces. There's just different angles and lenses. He has Arrested Development, Yojo. That's what that's called. These people don't even understand angles and cameras and focal lengths. You can change someone's entire face shape depending on the focal length of a camera. But again, he's too stupid. He's too stupid.
With this ugly bitch right here. And you're probably going to get plowed by dudes.
Oh my God. Andy, you are gay. You are gay and it's fine. Okay? You are gay and it's fine. Why is your first thought you're going to get banged by dudes? One of those dudes, I'm 90% confident is her fucking dad. So no, they wouldn't bang her. Secondly, if you're playing as, well, yeah, hold on, wait, Ciri's dad. I gotta make sure. I don't look like an idiot. No, in the yes, that's her father. Yeah, I was right. So why would her dad be wanting to fuck her? Yeah, and Ciri likes women, but also, let's say Ciri was heterosexual only, right? Isn't his issue with games that there's too many lesbian girl bosses? Isn't that the whole thing he always says? another lesbian girl boss. There's too many lesbian girl bosses. And now in a game where you're playing as a woman, he's like, and you're probably gonna get fucked by dudes. So then you just don't like women. Like that's it. And also, Andy, it is very telling that your first thought was out of nowhere, you're probably gonna get plowed by dudes too. Like, why does that go? Why is that in your brain?
Like, I know all you gay cucks, all you Redditors who played Ghost of Yotei, and you're very excited about the new Naughty Dog Intergalactic, the Girl Boss Prophet game. I'm sure all of you men who are secretly gay are very excited about getting plowed by dudes in The Witcher 4.
Bro, Andy, I have never seen someone deeper in the closet. Holy shit, what a self-report. Bro, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hit you with one of the hit you with the I need this real quick. I need this. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Holy shit, IMAX. Holy shit.
Look at Henry Cavill leaving the TV show. Like, dude,
What?
there's something seriously.
Wait.
Look at Henry, who are secretly gay, are very excited about getting plowed by dudes in The Witcher 4. Look at Henry Cavill leaving.
What the fuck? And I'm not gonna look too closely to the fact that he was talking about, you know, getting plowed by men, and his next line was Henry Cavill. Don't want to take the steps to learn that how he got there. But again, can we just go back?
Prophet game. I'm sure all of you men who are secretly gay are very excited about getting plowed by dudes in The Witcher 4.
You were playing as a woman in The Witcher 4. Like, you're playing as a woman in The Witcher 4. So if she gets plowed by guys, which I would choose, like I have the option to do that, me, the gamer, TTBN, I'm not having sex with men. Siri would be. And this. Oh my God. Oh my God. He literally thinks he's these characters. That's why he gets so mad. He thinks he's actually Geralt. He thinks he can. Andy Pants thinks that he gets to choose not Geralt or Geralt. He thinks he gets to choose between Yennefer and Triss. He thinks they're vying for his attention. He thinks those are his love interests. He self-inserts automatically. Geralt is not a blank slate character. He is not someone you're supposed to input your own ideas into. He is a fully fleshed out character. We are watching his journey. And he thinks he is these oh my God, this makes so much more sense.
Look at Henry Cavill leaving the TV show. Like, dude, there's something seriously wrong going on at CDPR.
Does he think CDPR is running the show? Does he think they're running the show? What? CDPR is not. It's Netflix. The Witcher. It's not what? It's not even based on this. It's based off the books. The showrunner is not CDPR. It's a distinct interpretation of the source material. It's like, what is CD? What are they providing? Yeah, this has literally. They said they're not in production. They're not involved with Netflix series. They're not. They're not. The game is them. They have nothing. They have nothing to do with the show. What are you talking about? And why are you talking about the show?
So, as best as I can understand it, what happened was after, and this happens with a lot of studios.
Oh my god, he's just saying the same thing over and over and over again. Andy, I'm still very much stuck on the fact that you just out of nowhere brought up Henry Cavill and then being plowed by men.
This is the leadership team on Witcher 3.
Oh my god. So he also, the title of this video has nothing to do with anything happening.
They pushed hard on the diversity and inclusion. And this is who's working at the studio now.
Spider-Man 2 and Lord Design get. He's also already done this video, by the way. I hope you guys know this.
You've got the former writer of Spider-Man 2.
He's literally also, he thinks, God, he's so fucking dumb. He thinks that video games are written by one person. There's no team of writers. There's no writers room, which is one person. And his fault at Lord Design's being gay. Mind you, he's done this video before.
Think, oh man, it's going to be so stunning and so brave.
So stunning, so brave.
As the main character,
and he's going to beg for people to watch his gaming channel. You think at the end? What was his video?
This is what happens. You
hiring women. Oh my god. Oh my god. He is so. The divorce is true. He is so divorced, not just from reality, but also his wife. He is so divorced, which is why he's just going on I hate women. He is so fucking divorced. He is so divorced. Oh my god.
This is what happens when you hire women at your studio. So
he is so fucking divorced. Also, he's drinking. He's drunk. I can tell he's drunk. The video was called "Why Are Ugly Women in Everything Now?" That was not even the basis of this video. But also, he's already mentioned this shit before. Because I told you guys before, Andy Pants makes the same videos all the time. He mentioned this in his, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it was a War on Men video or if it was the I think it was the War on Men video, or it was the other video where he's talking about he hates women in games. No, I think it was the War on Men video. I think it was the War on Men video where he mentioned the same thing.
A man with a woman so unique.
God, he fucking hates women so much. It's yeah, here we go. Like, look. He talks about Siri before again.
Who does the trial of grasses just to show men that she can do everything a man can do, even if that thing is chemical torture. The cherry on top is, of course, that they had to make her ugly. Gone is the completely freaking beautiful young.
Again, he made this video 4 months ago. 4 months ago, and it's the same talking points. It is the same talking points to the point where he uses the same exact fucking people. Look, 2022. He's gay. She works at Spider-Man 2. Like, and the DEI thing. He's making the same exact video.
Is all of the political activists who made
same
Witcher
video.
3.
Same pictures. Same pictures. The exact same from 4 months ago. From 4 months ago. And it's the same talking point. She's ugly. They're woke. Everything's gay. It's the same talking point. He's making this the same. Lore designer. It's it's the same. It is the same talking point. It's the same talking point, which is why my favorite video from him, without question, is this one.
But in 2020,
Because not only is it the same fucking video, but he admits it right here, which is my favorite part. Right here.
And tactically work out things. Are very based. If you just search Andy Pants. Lastly, boys, one final thing. I wanted to call out my other channel. If you just search Andy Pants Retro Gaming, you'll find it. I often get requests on my channel for me to review games, but
this is legitimately my favorite video of his. Because I'm gonna keep playing this on streams just so he ever deletes it or denies it. We can just clip it and be like, "Yeah, dude, you're a grifter, and no one cares about your opinion." Because here's what he says right here.
Here's the thing. This channel you're on right now, it's become more of a anti-woke, like the videos that get popular are people want me to talk about woke stuff, and I've kind of gotten painted into that corner, and that's what I'm stuck with. And to be honest, when I put reviews of games on this channel, nobody watches them, nobody seems to care. So I put
No one cares. No one seems to watch it. They just want I'm stuck being a grifter, you guys. I got painted somehow into this corner of being anti-woke.
All of my game review videos on this other channel, Andy Pants Retro Gaming.
And then again, what I will always do is then also go to Andy Pants Retro Gaming. Ooh, 8,000 subscribers. And no one gives a flying fuck about what you think about video games, Andy. You even have more subscribers than me on this secondary channel. But guess what? Of all your subscribers, of all the people who saw this video,
But in 2026,
of the 151,000 people who saw this video, 8,000 of them decided to subscribe to your actual gaming video. And from these 8,000, not even the most 8,000 views a month ago, they don't really give a fuck about your opinions, dude. This one was a repost, a re-upload. Everything else, no one cares. No one cares. And these are games that Andy always promotes. They're so good. They're so great. They're so good. They're so great. He's played Brotherhood and ARM for the first time. He glazes shit like this, and he's never played it. Why nobody ever came close to Red Faction Guerrilla. Let's actually hear how he sounds when he talks about games that maybe he just likes.
This is truly the star of the game, this stuff. Like seeing these buildings crumble in an organic, real way when not only is this the best of the Red Faction games, you can go on Reddit and everybody seems to agree that Red Faction Guerrilla is the best of the games, but also this is the best destructible environment.
Oh my god, his editing is so fucking lazy. It bothers me so much. You can literally see the edge of the video player like right here. Oh my god, Andy, just crop it.
Game I have ever played. If you've played Teardown, that game's cool and everything, but it looks like Minecraft. It has a very like So look at that. And watch, the whole thing's gonna topple. So that is a truly programmatic, physics-based.
Programmatic?
So that is a truly programmatic, physics-based.
What the fuck?
Destruction. All of the pieces of the bridge will stay there. I can go and mess around with the pieces of the bridge. This is a truly programmatic destruction of a bridge where it falls apart.
What the fuck is he talking about? He spent 11 minutes just talking about destruction, and then he spent like 3 minutes talking about the story. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Like, I can see why he has to grift. I can see why he has to grift because, oh my god. When he's not talking about man, he talks about this. Yeah, when he's not talking about wanting to fuck Henry Cavill and how Xbox is dead and black people and being racist, he's just like, no, you guys check it out. This game is so cool because it has programmatic real physics, and you get to interact with the things. Am I going to show myself or somebody interacting with the bridge? No. Just watch me watch the same footage over and over and over and over and over. He is boring. He distorted his own lives so he can win on a deep level. Yeah, but unlike the game, he can't put those pieces back together. Like, it's so fucking funny. It's so funny. We got clowns coming in. That probably means I've once again appeared on Oh No's It's Alex stream. God, these people are just so they're just so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny to me. Yeah, let them come in. They're just gonna who's streaming my vid? Usually when I have people randomly coming into my streams, it's because of either Oh No's It's Alex will put me on his stream, and then people will come in here. Hypnotic. I'm probably on one of their streams, which to me is always funny. It's always funny because all that does is oh, here we got one. We got one. We got one. It is clear you don't know what you're talking about. You should learn more about video games before you start talking about people who are most successful, buddy. Most successful in what? You're not your grammar's kind of off. Who are most successful? About people who are most successful, buddy. Also, if we're gonna start things numerically, if you're gonna go 1, then you should go 2. Maybe we should learn some numbers in sequence, buddy. I have a question though. Is this you? It's weird being a troll account, isn't it? Weird being a troll account, isn't it? Let's see about this guy. Let's see what he has. Oh, that can't be you, buddy. That can't be you. Nah, that's not you. That's not you. That's not you. The Master 4363. That's not you, right? Like if you came in here, the Master, and tried to hate, I wouldn't do that. That's you, right? That's you though. I'll tell you what. You're not a hater. You're not a hater. You come in here and say 17 viewers, only 29 likes, fix that, people. That sounds like hate. That sounds like hate. That sounds like hate, but now I'm on your page. Suddenly we're not hating. Interesting. 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 You probably hate white people the way you talk about white people. What do I talk about? Thanks for the promotion. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'll do you one. I'll do you one better. I will give you your first view on this video. I'll be your first one.
The Reign of Death, Bringer of Blight.
There you go. And I'll like it. I'll thumbs it up.
Chaos has taken the villages.
But just some advice too. The audio's kind of low. I'm just saying people should like this stream. Nah, dude. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's something you gotta learn about me. I can identify when people are being genuine and when they're not being genuine. Because genuine people would say something like, "Hi, love the stream," or "Hey, first time viewer, love the content." What they wouldn't do is bring up analytics and be like, "Wow, you have 72 viewers, only 29 likes," because no one was talking about that. And I don't ever tell people to come and like my stuff. So again, you came in here trying to do one thing, and I didn't work out. Also, Religi Vlogs, you got to be better than this. You got to be better than this, because now what you're trying to do is go A, B, and 3. Your bit's old. Surely I deserve better trolls than this, right? Like, surely I deserve better. Yeah, this is low level. This is like, this is low level. But, oh, the Maestro is your alt. So now here's the thing though. If you're kidding, bad joke. If you're not kidding, even sadder, right? Like even sadder, right? If you decide to come in here on an alt to do what? Anyways, though, we like to be educational here. So I see you have 20 subscribers, right? The reason why this has no views, most likely, is because first and foremost, too long. I know he's kidding. And if you're being serious here, and we're talking about numbers and metrics, right? So I believe the reason why this isn't popping off for you is a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it is very hard to break into YouTube doing Let's Plays now. It is not a Let's Players market. You have to do stuff that gets eyeballs on to you first. Secondly, the titling is just Ender Lilies Part 2. Ender Lilies Part 2. That's too generic. You gotta add some spice to that. Why should they click on this? Video's too long also too. The attention span, unless you are talking about a topic that people can be like, hell yeah, and you have a built-in audience already, this is too long. This is almost an hour. And it's not really edited in a way, and the audio is too low.
Yeah, I guess we'll carry on. Ouch. Shoot.
What you should do, after you record it, just chop it up. Most people aren't expecting a full playthrough anyways. Just chop it up. Do the best bits. And then maybe just do a video talking about Ender Lilies and not just the gameplay of Ender Lilies. And also, I know you're trying to stand out with the PNG of the TV. That's distracting. If you're streaming, that's different. But this is distracting to watching a YouTube video. And the most obvious one is the thumbnails. The thumbnails are boring. Like, see how you titled this Absolute Wonder Woman is off to a fantastic start? That's a topic. People get to know what you think about it. And if they like Wonder Woman, they're going to check it out. To make us go to sleep. Man, I don't know. But if I can educate a hater, then that's all well and good. I don't get good haters yet, though. I don't. I don't. Oh, should I? No. Should I? I feel like the black zombies, like that is. I know they disappoint. They disappoint. Yeah, but I'm never going to be like in a serious manner. Be like, you guys gotta like my videos. You gotta go and like it. Do what you want. I always say at the end, I say do all the YouTube stuff, but I don't not care, but I don't care enough to be like, you guys do that. Do it, like it, like your stream, like your stream, like your stream, like your stream. Because I'm not a streamer really. You're too stupid to realize that the dumb you are flaming was asking your viewers to get your likes up. Now you are committed to being the angry brown guy. Hey, I think you're 12, so I'll be nice. As I was just explaining, I don't do that here. I don't ask my viewers to come and get the numbers up. If they want to do it, they're more than welcome to do it. They don't have to do it. I don't ask for likes. I don't ask for things. That's not how I operate. But you are too stupid to realize that some people do, and this person might not have known that. That's why I told them I don't do that. Right? Instead of being polite, you just went off on him. LOL. Hey, dude. So, in case you don't notice right now, what's happening is you look like a dumbass because all you've done is try to come here and insult me, and then you start doing that. Also, if you think that's me flaming them, I also gave them critique to help them with their numbers. And I also know for a fact that person wasn't being genuine. No one comes into someone else's stream who has never been in someone else's stream, who has never commented on any of my content to suddenly be like, everyone get his numbers up. Like, you guys are not, you're not good at this. You're not. You're definitely not good at this. I have seen him. Are you him? Are you him? Let's focus on you for a second. Let's talk about you, the geek getaway. Your viewers in here know him. They have seen him. Then they would have said something. No, obviously not. He's a nice guy. How would you know? Starting to bore me, dude. Let me just say this, and I'm gonna move on because you're boring. If you are entering someone's chat for the first time, what you don't do is talk to their audience and tell them to get those numbers up. What you do is find out who is the content creator's chat you're in, see how things work, then you say something. You don't just start going, get those numbers up. You don't just saying 72 viewers and only 29 likes, get those numbers up. That is not a way to ingratiate yourself with anybody. That's not how I operate. He's a channel member on so many people's channels. Stop being so false. You know what he was doing after you read it, but at a point you were too far in. Bro, I'm not apologizing. Dude, you need a timeout, bro. You need a timeout. Let's give you a little vacation. Let's give you just a little bit of a vacation because you're getting crazy. You're getting crazy. I have never, in my time doing this shit, I have never, ever, ever coddled people. You don't come into someone else's space and try to dictate what happens, right? You have to apologize. To be honest, the master, I wasn't going to, because that's not how I operate. If you've been here long enough, then you know how I operate. So I'm just gonna give. I'm just gonna give Oh Buddy Oh Pal just a little bit of a break. We're gonna give a. We're gonna give you just a 10 minutes. We're gonna put you on 10-minute cooldown, okay? 10-minute cooldown. Oh my god. So you guys, so this is what you're doing. You're just going to keep coming in different email accounts. You made a mistake, just move on, dude. Looks bad for you. Do you understand that me and the master are having a conversation and he said you don't apologize and he recognized that? Like, do you understand? Do you understand that? The ones not moving on are you guys? Like, do you get that? And we'll just put you in timeout for an hour. Okay, and we're on timeout. Yeah, dude. That is so I absolutely was on someone's stream, 100%. That shit only happens when I'm on someone else's stream. That's it. And for anyone else who was lurking, let this be. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna have to start. Hey, okay, we're gonna do this straight up. If you come back again, because I know this has to be your account. If you come back again, dude, I'm just gonna ban your shit. You are not the person being addressed. The person being addressed has no problem. So again, we're gonna take another break. It's insane that you guys are the ones who are still stuck on this. Like that's insane shit, dude. That is insane. That's insane behavior. And guess what? You know who didn't get put on timeout? The guy who I was talking to. He's still in here, not on timeout. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Anyways, I don't know what's going on anymore. Same. I must have been on someone else's. I must have been on someone else's stream. Who? Most likely Alex. It's usually oh no, it's Alex. You may not like. It's okay if you like the stream. I just don't want people coming in here and being like, "You guys go like the thing." It's like you don't have to do that. And again, if you want that from other content creators, other streamers, that's fine. Oh my god, dude. Oh, how many alts do you have for real? You're the only person who still cares about this. Maestro doesn't even care about this. Jesus Christ, you made another video on me? God damn. So, anyways, so most likely what happened is I am on this guy's radar. I'm on Oh No Alex's radar. There's a secondary channel that he doesn't run, apparently, called Oh No Alex Streams, and he features me a lot. So I'm gonna assume that I was once again featured on like today's stream or yesterday's stream. And yeah, 2 weeks ago. Like, so he keeps putting me in his streams. Dude, at this point, oh my god, dude. To the point where I'm pretty sure if I just go to, oh no, it's Alex. I wish we had his name. Like, did he stream recently? But if he streamed recently, then I'm probably the reason why. That was 6 days ago. So maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was someone else. I don't know. But he's usually the reason why I have a bunch of people in here suddenly upset about shit. Okay, let's go to. Huh, retiring. Nice. Wait. Where was the. It's 12:30 a.m. Do I really want to watch? You know what? We will save that deranged Doomer video for Saturday's stream, which I guess is also today's stream, but will be later on today's stream. I don't want to do too many. Grifters in one day. That's not good for anyone's health. It's not good for anybody's health. It's actually quite bad for your health to do that. I forgot Porzingis was on the fucking Golden State Warriors. Jesus Christ! What this year? This year is insane. I know it's Alex, the poster child for aneurysms and blood vessels. I just think that you wish you had even tiniest bit of respect that Nerd Roddick has. Buddy, no one's jealous of Nerd Roddick. No one's jealous of Nerd Roddick. Oh, I also want to do a video on VTubers. I know I keep saying that, but I want to do a video on VTubers because, oh my fucking god, every goddamn time I see a VTuber online, it is one of the worst things. It is one of the worst things. No, I'm pretty confident this person's just a bot. Pretty confident person just a bot. Because why would you randomly mention Nerdrotic? Yeah, I'm pretty confident he's a bot. What do I gotta do to get good haters though? Like, what must one achieve in order to get haters of a certain quality? Yeah, no, right wing VTubers got taken over. Has been taken over by right wingers 100%. I saw one today. Okay, also we'll do this one. We'll do this one because it's insane. It's insane. I was like, what fucking factory keeps producing these losers? Twitch, I am uploading this to start a formal report on Hassan. Veteran discrimination is unacceptable, even from a millionaire turd like Hassan, terrorist, dog abuser, brothel piker. What, he's a brothel too? We're not going to all this, but this is insane. Like, let me just put the volume up. This is, just listen to his voice.
All right, we're going to go through this, and I'm not even going to say a word. I'm just going to watch it.
15 years out from Iraq, eat my balls. Do you even have your balls remaining, or did a fucking IED explode them for you, dumbass? Shut the fuck up talking about Islam. You are an infinitely bigger terrorist than any random Muslim ever could be, dumbass. Shut your bitch ass up. Go enjoy your fucking PTSD, asshole. Fuck you. Imagine having the audacity to fucking be like, yeah, I went to Iraq, and it's actually Islam that's the biggest danger. You're the danger, idiot. You're a...
The volume got lower because this is the highest the volume got. He didn't record it well. But it's like he's going to just do a non-react for like 8 minutes, and then he talks. I also love how fucking soy these people are. Twitch, I request a formal complaint. He's making fun of veterans, even though clearly this one guy told him to eat his balls. It's like they expect like infinite grace all the time. It's so funny to me. If this decides to play, there we go.
I'm going to be very, very clear with you, Hassan Piker. Okay.
What the fuck was that? Did his audio go crazy bad, or was that just me? Like his lips were moving and nothing's coming out.
Be very, very clear with you.
It was like right here. Was that like he's talking?
I'm going to be very, very clear with you.
Then it comes out later.
Okay.
Was he eating?
Be very, very clear. Okay.
Okay.
There is a massive difference between me and a terrorist. And let me tell you that reason. I was not out there in that fucking third world hellhole piece of shit that your faith has garnered, by the way.
There's a difference between me and a terrorist. And then proceeds to call a different country a shithole. And yeah, bro, I don't think
faith is why the Middle East is a giant little turd hole on the fucking planet. Number two, I'm not murking innocent women and kids. I'm not strapping bombs to them and telling them to go off into places and blow themselves up. Never once have I ever harmed an innocent human being. You degenerate little...
Oh, so you get to determine who's innocent. I'm just saying, do you guys remember Pat Tillman? Do you guys remember... You remember him? Remember Pat Tillman? Former NFL player, goes to Afghanistan, becomes a Green Beret, and then gets killed by friendly fire. Becomes Army Ranger. Pretty confident he was killed by friendly fire. Yep. The fact, military initially concealed, reporting he died in the ambush. Just saying. Just saying.
Piece of shit. You rich, spoiled brat, motherfucking chode muffin.
Oh my god, is everyone 12? He can't even muster. See, this is fake hatred. This is fake hatred. He can't even muster up the vitriol. Like, what is this language?
Motherfucking chode muffin.
You chode muffin. Long dramatic pause.
I am like genuinely fucking angry at that.
Oh, he looks so angry. He still looks so mad about that. He's so mad about this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are
Is he sleeping?
tonight's entertainment.
What the fuck? Is he narcoleptic? What's happening? Is that like the animation that plays when he gets raided? He's sponsored by the Dragon's Treasure. Oh my god, dude. He's so angry. What the fuck? Why does he keep doing this? I don't know VTubers. Is that a thing you guys do? What the fuck is happening?
There's a reason, chat.
Oh god.
Why most veterans, if you ask us if we agreed with Iraq, we didn't.
Oh my god.
But we have a code.
We have a code.
We have a fucking code where we
Code.
follow orders. It's called duty. And it's called honor.
Hey man. Hey man. I don't know if you know this, but there was also a group of soldiers who also were just following orders. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is not a good excuse. I'm going to cut you off, big dog. I don't want you drone striking my house. There was another group of soldiers who were just following orders. And it just, it doesn't work. I don't get this guy. I don't get this guy either.
We can't help who the fuck you all put in office as commander-in-chief to make us go places. 99% of Iraqi veterans, dude, would take that shit back in a heartbeat, you fucking motherfucker.
But not the guy who messaged him though, right? Like that's kind of the whole thing.
You have no idea what they were doing over there, Hassan, diddling fucking children in a brothel, piker.
Whoa. You also don't know what Hassan was doing at the brothel because the brothel won their lawsuit against the government because the government made false statements against them. He went to the brothel like 4 or 5 years before it even had his things for tax purposes. Like, do research. Let's see what happened. I mean, we know what happened in Iraq, right? It wasn't good. Lots of sexual assault happened in Iraq. Lots of murders happened in Iraq.
You've got no right to lecture me. Or anybody that is of the same status as me.
Yeah, you don't get to lecture VTubers who don't know how to rig. That's stolen valor, Hassan.
None.
He's going to attract more trolls to his stream. He probably wants
Little
that.
Fucking chode muffin, dude.
Chode muffin.
I want to shit in your Wheaties every goddamn morning now. For the rest of your fucking eternal life.
Eternal life? Damn, Hassan cracked the code. He's a socialist. He should be telling us the secrets.
I don't want any harm to come to you, but I want to make your life so inconvenient.
You guys, I don't want you to die, but I want to make your life just so incredibly inconvenient. I want to make your life so unpleasant. I want to make it such a task for you to go through your day-to-day functions. Highly inconvenient, you guys. Every time you look for a sock, it will never be where you put it. You'll still eventually find it, but oof, you wasted like 10, 20 seconds looking for that sock.
And by the way, the difference between what Asmongold did and what you're doing right now is that Marine is batshit crazy. He wasn't a fucking Navy SEAL, by the way. seeing how much
defending
knowledge you
Asmongold.
have of America's military, which you don't have any. That was a Marine. And he's crazy. You want to know why? Because he's one of those Marines that didn't go to therapy like I fucking do every week.
By the way, the Marine he's talking about is the man who got his arm fucking broken by a senator because he was a conscientious objector to what's happening in Iran. He's talking about a Marine arm broken. Marine veteran protesting Iran war suffers broken arm during struggle with GOP senator. This is what he's talking about. He's talking about this. He's saying this Marine was crazy and they broke his arm because he didn't want to go to Iran.
This is weird because we haven't met, but I'm just going to say out loud, I'm obsessed by you.
Oh my God. I don't want.
This is Chris. Say hello. Hi.
What the fuck is this?
Chris does this extraordinary thing on social.
Oh my God. I'll just restart this. Anyways.
Stand up as a Marine and stand up for America. No one wants to fight for Israel.
Why are you here? Why are you getting arrested?
Free Palestine, from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
Yeah, so the guy who doesn't want to send people off to die because, he's a Marine, for a war that does not need to happen. This is not a necessary war. This is not a war to protect American freedoms. This is not a war to protect literally anything other than the interest of Israel and America's bloodthirsty imperialistic nature. He's objecting to that. He's objecting to that. And guess what? His actions were condemned. This is the senator, by the way. His actions were condemned by veteran rights groups. So, yeah. McGinnis described as Green Party candidate for U.S. Senate standing outside Capitol. He explained that he is here in D.C. trying to speak out against the Senate and asked them why they're going to send our men and women to harm's way when our elected officials said there would be no new world war. Anyone who feels disillusioned and betrayed by our government, you are not alone. Join us in demanding accountability for this betrayal. Free Palestine, free America. So this is a person. Sounds like a real patriot to me, who doesn't want young men and women being sent off to a war that doesn't need to happen. And also, don't know if you guys heard that Caroline Levitt talked about the draft and said that they weren't necessarily leaving that off the table. Claim in response to a question about whether U.S. President Donald Trump would put troops on the ground in Iran that also included mentioning a potential military draft, White House Press Secretary Karen Leavitt said it's not part of the current plan right now, but the president again wisely keeps his options on the table. There may not be enough supporters for the draft, but the fact that they're not just outright saying we're not going to do that, you're going to say it's not part of the current plan right now, but the president again wisely keeps his options on the table. Given the history of this administration, not the best outcome. And yes, you can absolutely refuse unlawful orders. So that's the conference. That's the context this guy's operating under. He's saying Asmongold was correct in his opinion because Asmongold said he shouldn't have done it. Just fucked around, find out. You should obey the law. You should follow rules.
To handle my shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot this guy's weird.
Busted my ass in my career. Broken my body in ways you could not possibly imagine from your spoiled, rotten little fucking mansion in California.
Oh no, California. We all have mansions here. I gotta see the comments. You know, I'm gonna ask Nayara if she ever wants to come on stream so we can just I want to go over all the VTuber shit. I might this stream for tonight's stream might just be a VTuber stream because I am so. Look at this guy. You guys are such snowflakes. It's insane. Go and do my old job, bitch. Might put some hair on your small as fuck ball sack. Not beating the snowflake allegation. Do you still have your ball sack? You claimed a 6-year-old pointed an RPG at you. I doubt toddlers aim high. I just saw you like your own tweet in real time, by the way. Wait, a 6-year-old pointing an RPG at him? I have, plus some. If these guys even look into me, they would know I'm a combat vet 10 years. I'm not scared, not even little. I've had 6-year-olds in Afghanistan aim RPGs at me in gunfights that have bigger balls than these people. Anything to say about Asmongold gloating and mocking the Marine who had his arm broken? A true veteran complies when asked to leave. It's called honor. All I saw was a baby in a class uniform throwing a fit like a girl. It sounds like you're disrespecting a veteran same as Asmon did. I'll report you too. No, wait, what? Do you agree with the racist shit the troglodyte was spewing that warranted getting insulted, or are you a racist piece of shit too underneath all that furry bullshit? What did he say here? Islam always, Allah does the non-believers. Imagine if a Muslim nation that did what Israel does. They do worse shit. Fuck Islam. Fuck Islam. 15 years out of Iraq. Eat my balls. So yeah, so he's just. There's a rumor going around that Benny Boy was killed from a strike. Oh, don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. I don't hate Arab people. I hate terrorism. Big difference. You just said everyone who was Muslim was a piece of shit, though. Like you said they're the reason why their country's like that. Who even are you, loser? You know, yeah. Let me do a quick little. He's following 92 people. I'm gonna guess definitely Asmongold. Hell, maybe even Kirsha or like a Nux Talkie in there. Let's see who else. Probably Trump or something like that. Metatron, oof. Stuttering Craig, side scrollers. Evil Bent, who's obsessed with In Bent. Nachi Miku, oh, the Nazi YouTuber or VTuber. The Nazi guy who pretended to be a woman using a voice changer to start a VTuber group called VTards, which all failed, by the way. A great list of people. Unsubscribe podcast. A great list. Defiant L's. Rev says Des. And then Straub. Oof. And Powder. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. And oof. It's always that. It's always this. And if you go to their Twitch, right? Probably not a ton of videos. Cody Sabathon. He's still alive? We're just gonna check out a little bit, you guys. We're just gonna check out a little bit. Come by and bully the streamer. Dragon's Treasure, w.gg. Slayer Bear activated Chad based VTuber. Oh my god. I mean, he does have subs. He has 149 subs. Let's just see what kind of content he puts out. Let's just see what's happening here. Yes, streamception, baby. We're streaming within a stream. Within a stream. We're gonna mute that because I'm gonna get clapped. Where's the chat? I hear this. Okay. Ooh, should I collaborate with him? Should I collab with him? I'm not going to collab with him. Is he even talking? I don't
know why, but I really, really don't like the mining deck.
Okay, kind of boring. And I'm guessing on Twitter he's just super into like being a piece of shit. AI, I'd risk it all for you. Could listen to that voice for hours. Wow. I don't know who Marshy is. I'm not gonna hate on someone randomly. Banana Juju. Yeah, okay, I kind of know this guy's whole thing, right? We kind of know this guy's whole thing, right? Going to rise further with I won't stay silent as people on the left and liberals set more fire to things I love. Come join fight with me. Oh, of course you're streaming on. Oh, okay, you guys. No. I'm gonna bookmark this. Okay, we are absolutely doing a VTuber stream. We have to. There's no way I can ignore this stuff. This is such a fascinating. This is such a fascinating world to me. Such a fascinating world to me, man. The level of self-aggrandizing behavior, the amount of delusions that people have to think they're being under attack. Oh, I have to. I absolutely have to. This is going to be good. I'm going to have to find some more information, but it's almost 1 a.m. VTuber icebreak video. I mean, shit, we'll try. But it's almost 1 a.m. This is supposed to be a shorter stream. Tonight's going to be a full stream. It's going to be a longer stream. So I will see you guys later. Once the music starts, you know what that means. Y'all know what that means. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys next time.